Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to bring you a little bit of live boxing, my radio call, sort of play-by-play, and the live chat. And we'll have two bouts. The co-main event, Lawrence Okolie taking on Dilan Prasovic, 12 rounds for a Cruiserweight title belt. And then the main event, Anthony Joshua, favorite son of the UK, taking on Oleksandr Usyk. Main event, heavyweights, 12 rounds. Big bout for both of those fighters. I like Joshua. I think Joshua will knock out Usyk sometime between the 6th and the 8th. The only thing that can hurt Anthony Joshua, if he's too cautious, and Usyk is able to catch him with a punch. If I'm Anthony Joshua in his corner, I want him to jump right on Usyk. Not wild, not without skill, but jump on him, get his pound of flesh early, possibly get him out of there early. Don't let Usyk stay in this bout. Usyk did put on, I believe, 20 pounds since we last saw him against Derek Chisora. I thought Chisora, an older Derek Chisora, easily outmuscled Usyk all over the ring. I thought Chisora beat Usyk. I thought Chisora got screwed in that fight. So that's going to be the main event. But up first are the Cruiserweights, as we're going to give you two bouts tonight. And this is Okolie and Prasovic, Cruiserweights. Lawrence Okolie, tremendous, 16-0 with 13 knockouts. Dilan Prasovic, 15-0 with 12 knockouts. So someone's O might go unless it's a draw. Two big punchers. I favor Okolie in this bout. I think he's fought the stronger competition, in my opinion. But we'll see what Prasovic has up his sleeve for Okolie as we await that Cruiserweight bout. And these bouts are taking place in Tottenham, London, England, home of the Hotspurs. So we await our first bout of the evening that we're going to be going over. For the Joshua bout, Anthony Joshua, 24-1 with 22 stoppages. Usyk, the Cruiserweight champion, stepping up in weight, 18-0 with 13 stoppages. He's had two bouts at heavyweight. Chaz Witherspoon, he won when Witherspoon retired on his stool. And Derek Chisora, he won a unanimous decision, but I did not think he won a unanimous decision in that fight. I thought that was absolutely horrible. So we await the Cruiserweight matchup. Also, Usyk is a southpaw. Will that give Anthony Joshua some trouble? I don't think so. Joshua, a very good amateur, won the gold medal. I don't think he'll have any trouble with a southpaw. I just think the one thing that could hurt Anthony Joshua is his sometimes frail chin. And Usyk, I don't care that he put on 20 pounds of weight. I really don't care about that muscle weight. You're either strong or you're not. The muscle weight, he'll be slightly stronger. Joshua's still going to outweigh him. Joshua's the bigger man, the stronger man, and in my eyes, the much harder puncher. And again, if I'm in Anthony Joshua's corner, Joshua should be trained in that first round to jump on him. Not wild, but with skill. Put some punishment on Usyk, possibly take him out early, but show him who's the boss. Get his pound of flesh, if not 10 pounds of flesh. Again, Usyk a southpaw. But that's the main event, as we're waiting for the co-main event, 12 rounds Cruiserweights. Lawrence Okolie and Dilan Prasovic, both undefeated, both with gaudy knockout records. Okolie 16-0 with 13 by stoppage. Prasovic, 15-0, 12 by stoppage. And I think Okolie's fought the better competition. But we'll find out. That's why they fight these things in the squared circle, as they say. So who do you like in the co-main event, Okolie and Prasovic? And in the main event, Joshua and Usyk. I don't think Usyk is afraid of Anthony Joshua, that's for sure. He's a colorful character. Bit out there, as we're seeing right now. They're showing some, when he knocked out Tony Bellews, who's probably one of the most overrated freaking cruiserweights ever. But I definitely like Joshua in the main event. Could Usyk pull off the upset? Yes. Joshua does have a questionable chin. We've seen it. And Usyk is a southpaw. I don't think that the southpaw style is going to hurt Joshua as much. Usyk was a very big puncher at cruiserweight, but that has not followed him up to heavyweight. Again, I thought Derek Chisora beat Usyk and got robbed of the decision. So we'll see. And again, Usyk, a skillful fighter, but Chisora was able to muscle him all over the place. An old Derek Chisora. And definitely I thought Chisora beat him in that fight. So we'll see what Usyk has. Again, we're waiting for the co-main event, Okolie and Prasovic. And that should be coming out shortly as they're doing some promos. And we'll get our unofficial judging card out for the main event. Joshua and Usyk. 12 rounds. I don't think it's going to go 12. But you never know. Funnier things have happened on the way to the forum. So who do you like in this bout? The main event and the co-main event. Do you think Joshua's chin will hold up? Will Usyk bring some extra power with that extra muscle he's provided now? I don't think he's... The only thing that will hurt Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, his fragile chin at times, and will he be disinterested? Will he take Usyk too lightly? I don't think so, but we'll find out. Co-main event coming up, Lawrence Okolie and Dilan Prasovic. Both undefeated, both with big KOs marks. Lawrence Okolie, 16-0 with 13 stoppages. Prasovic, 15-0 with 12 stoppages. Who do you like in this bout? I like Okolie. And I think it will be by stoppage. Someone's always going to go in this one. In the main event, Joshua, Usyk. Joshua's a southpaw, stepping up in weight. Third fight at heavyweight. To me, he got a gift decision against Derek Chisora in his last bout. But he's 18-0. Most of those fights are at cruiserweights. All of his knockouts and stoppages were at cruiserweight, 13 of them. Anthony Joshua's a big physical heavyweight with skill. Sometimes seems disinterested, and we know about his chin. So those are the chinks in Anthony Joshua's armor, the chin, and sometimes he's a little bit disinterested, in my opinion. But he's 24-1. He avenged his loss to Ruiz. He got knocked out, came back, won a unanimous decision, and he's got 24 stoppages. Again, will the southpaw style of Usyk give Anthony Joshua trouble? I don't think so. Joshua, a very decorated amateur, saw a lot of southpaws in the amateurs, won the gold medal for England, for Great Britain. I just think Joshua is going to win this fight by knockout. That's my opinion. I think Anthony Joshua will win this bout by knockout. I like Okolie by knockout over Prasovic. So I'm looking for 2 knockouts in these last 2 fights. at Tottenham Stadium. Big fight crowd. Nice to see that. Ricky Hatton's son Campbell won. I watched just a little bit of it as I was doing some other things. I think it was a bit controversial. I was just watching a bit at the end. He might have got a gift decision, but I'd have to rewatch it. I didn't have my full attention on that fight. Again, we are waiting for the co-main event. Okolie and Prasovic. And then the main event, Joshua and Usyk. Again, Usyk put on muscle weight. He is bigger than he was in the Chisora fight. But I don't think that's really going to matter. I don't think that the weight he put on is going to matter. Can he hurt Anthony Joshua? Will he be... If I'm in the Usyk corner, I want him to be an aggressive puncher. I know that sounds strange. Let Joshua lead, and can you catch him? Remember what Ruiz did to Joshua. He caught him and put him down. Can Usyk do that? He can. He might be able to. I just don't see it. But it's boxing. Anything can happen in the squared circle. Joshua, the bigger man, the stronger man, the harder puncher, but he has those chinks in his armor. The chin. The Anthony Joshua chin is suspect. He has been down. He has been knocked out. He has been rattled in fights. Will that happen again? And will Usyk be one of the cruiserweights who move up and win the heavyweight title? Which would set up bigger fights for Usyk. Anthony Joshua in front of his hometown fans, basically, in Tottenham. It looks like a packed house. It would be a shocker if Joshua loses this one. A shocker, in my opinion. But can it happen? Yes. He has that big question mark. His chin. Can Usyk catch him early? Again, if I'm training Anthony Joshua the way I would have trained, I want 3-punch combinations, no more. 1, 2, 3s, 1, 2, 3s, all day, all night. You can just rat-a-tat him to death. When Usyk, if he gets inside, push him off. Keep him off balance. Use your strength if he gets inside. Evander Holyfield and David Haye were 2 cruiserweight champions who stepped up to win the title, a portion of the heavyweight title. Can Usyk do that? Oleksandr Usyk. We'll see. I don't think Usyk won against Chisora in his last bout. I thought Derek Chisora won that fight. Easily. Chisora outmuscled him all over the place. And again, Usyk's put on weight. He's put on some muscle weight. We're preparing for the WBO World Cruiserweight Championship. Okolie, Prasovic, 12 rounds. These are 2 bangers. 2 bangers, both undefeated. Okolie 16-0 with 13 stoppages. Prasovic 15-0 and 12 stoppages. I think Okolie's fought the better competition from what I've seen. But when guys can bang, don't blink, because the bout could be over in a moment. So, again, my prognostications, I like Okolie by knockout, and it could come early. And I like Joshua by knockout or stoppage between the 6th and the 8th round. Usyk does have a chance. A slim chance, but a chance. He is a southpaw, which at times gives an orthodox fighter a lot of trouble. But Anthony Joshua, a decorated amateur. And he faced plenty of southpaws, probably in the amateurs, most likely. As there are a lot of southpaws in the amateurs. Usyk has shown no real power, in my opinion, in his 2 fights at heavyweight with Chisora and Witherspoon. He stopped Witherspoon when I believe he didn't come out. I forgot what round it was. And Chisora got hosed out of the decision. Chisora won that fight. He outmuscled Usyk all over the place. And for people to say, oh, Usyk fought well, no, he didn't. No, he did not. Usyk was horrible. Horrible in that fight, and it was due to Derek Chisora. So again, we're waiting for the WBO Cruiserweight Championship fight, Okolie and Prasovic. 12 rounds, 2 big punchers. Okolie 16-0, 13 stoppages. And Prasovic, 15-0 with 12 stoppages. There'll be that 12-round bout, and then the main event, Joshua and Usyk. I think these are going to be two very good fights, two entertaining fights. So sit back, relax, jump in the chat, share your thoughts, have some fun. I'll give you my live take on the bout, give you a little blow-by-blow commentary. No video for this, as it states in the chat. And again, these bouts are taking place Tottenham Stadium, London, England, and it's a glorious sight. That is a packed house. A packed house for a tremendous heavyweight bout. Everything on the line, really, for Anthony Joshua. Everything on the line. Big bouts coming up. Joshua versus the winner of Fury and Deontay Wilder. Who do you like in that fight? I think I'm a Wilder fan, but I think if Fury does the same thing that he did before, Wilder, again, he has a puncher's chance. He's a good fighter, and he has a big right hand. He dropped Fury in the first bout, but couldn't put him away. I don't know how Fury got up, but he got up. So again, there are big fights down the line for Anthony Joshua if he wins this. The winner of Fury and Wilder. You have another possible domestic bout with Dillian Whyte, though he's already beaten Dillian Whyte. Whyte coming off being knocked out and then coming back to knock out Povetkin. But there's Whyte fought him well early on in both their careers. And now we await the Cruiserweight Championship WBO version. Lawrence Okolie and Dilan Prasovic, both undefeated, both big bangers. And Prasovic will come in first. This is a beautiful soccer venue or a football venue. And there's Prasovic, and he looks quite confident. A slight beard on his face, big smile. His camp seems very happy behind him. But we'll find out. We'll find out if Prasovic can really punch. I've seen Okolie fight. He can really punch. Sometimes you get these Eastern European fighters, and you don't know what they are. They're usually very tough, and they're very good, but we'll see tonight. And Prasovic starts to make his ring entrance. There's a few cheers from the fans. And this is a beautiful, packed house. A packed house at Tottenham Stadium. I love it. Great atmosphere here. As Prasovic is almost at the ring. No fireworks, none of that nonsense. Just get into the ring like a true professional. And Prasovic will enter the ring in moments. He is on the ring apron. And now he asks, is it okay to go in? He dips under as they hold the rope, raises his arms up, wearing black trunks with a sort of gold trim, black gloves, and he seems confident. Now he waits the entrance of Okolie, Lawrence Okolie, the WBO Cruiserweight Champion. Prasovic bouncing up and down, national flag around his neck. And now we wait for Lawrence Okolie. Two undefeated cruiserweights, WBO title on the line. Lawrence Okolie is the champion. 16-0, 13 by stoppage. Dilan Prasovic, 15-0, 12 by stoppage. And Lawrence Okolie is moments away from making his ring entrance. As he's right about to make that ring walk, the fans start to see him. He puts his hands up, and he will make his ring walk. He looks like he's wearing black with white trim. And he does a little shadow boxing as he is yet to make his walk to the ring. He is waiting probably for his music. He seems confident, eager to go, bouncing up and down, but the ring walk has not started yet. And will it begin now? Prasovic's already in the ring awaiting the WBO champion. As Okolie once again plays to the fans in the crowd. He sees himself up on the big screen. The crowd sees him on the big screen here at Tottenham Stadium. It is a packed house. Lots of energy, the way boxing should be. And boy, do they bring the energy in the UK. And now the ring walk starts for the WBO Cruiserweight Champion, Lawrence Okolie. He is in black trunks with white trim and garnishing, or writing, you can say. The original Grognard has joined us in the chat. Hope all is well. OG, sorry about the loss of your friend. Terribly sorry about that. And Lawrence Okolie is almost on the ring apron. He makes his walk. And then we'll get the national anthems for both countries. And yep, so both fighters will be wearing black trunks. Prasovic, black and gold. Okolie, black and white. And now Okolie dips under the ropes, and the two protagonists are in the ring. So we are minutes away from the WBO Cruiserweight Championship. This should be a heck of a fight. These are two bangers. Undefeated, 16-0 Lawrence Okolie, the WBO champion. That's the World Boxing Organization Cruiserweight champion, just under heavyweight. And Dilan Prasovic, 15-0 with 12 stoppages. So both men can bang. I like Okolie in this bout. Possibly, I'm seeing an early round stoppage. I see a stoppage within 5. In the Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk bout for a heavyweight championship, it's not, to me, it wouldn't be recognized as the true heavyweight champion, as Tyson Fury in my eyes is a true heavyweight champion. That's 12 rounds coming up after this. This is the co-main event. Okolie, not a lot of sweat on him. You know what they say, if you don't have that good bead of sweat, maybe you didn't warm up and maybe you're cold. He has really no sweat on him. So maybe Prasovic, who also doesn't look like he has too much sweat on him, but again, that's what's said, you know. Both men look in tremendous shape. Prasovic with a tattoo on the chest and upper arm area. No tattoos on Okolie. Will they stand and bang from the start? We're going to get the national anthems of the respective countries. Prasovic looks ready. Okolie looks ready. Prasovic looking out towards Okolie from his red corner. Okolie in the blue corner with his back turned to him. Now he faces him. Again, they're still in their corners. We have yet to get the referee's instructions. The national anthems will go first, as Okolie bouncing up and down, trying to stay limber. Prasovic doing similar in the red corner. So Okolie out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with white stripes and highlights. Prasovic out of the red corner, wearing black and what looks to be gold to me. Gold striping, gold writing. Now they're showing the WBO belt. The crowd cheering. This is a beautiful venue for boxing. They need more of these in the UK, at the soccer stadiums for these big events, and the same thing in the US. Put them in the football stadiums. And here's Dilan Prasovic, 15-0 with 12 knockouts from Montenegro. As they rub his shoulders in the corner, he seems ready to go. These are anxious moments, I would think. Just like if you played sports or anything at any level, when you're waiting for that big game, or if you boxed, big boxing match, or if you wrestled, whatever, or if you're an actor or a singer, the big performance, anytime you're ready to go live, the anxious moments, you're just waiting and raring to go. And now they're going to introduce the World Boxing Organization Cruiserweight Champion, Lawrence Okolie. And again, he looks quite limber. So does Prasovic. Okolie, 16-0, no losses, 13 stoppages from Hackney, England. So it's England versus Montenegro. We'll hear those national anthems. Well, you won't hear them, and neither will I, but they'll play the national anthems. for both respective pugilists. And then the pugilist would go to ring center. And then the referee will give the final instructions. Both fighters' trunks, it's a new, I mean, this is, you've seen this for a long time. The pugilists, they wear their trunks well over their belly button. So the referee is going to say, right here is good, because it's really not a low blow. I mean, both fighters have their trunks well over their belly buttons. And now they introduce Lawrence Okolie and the crowd. Obviously, they're fighting in Tottenham Stadium in London, England. He's the fan favorite son of England. And Prasovic goes right to ring center. They're going to give the instructions. Prasovic looking right at Okolie. Okolie looking down as the referee will give the final instructions. Okolie still has not looked into Prasovic's eyes. Now he does. Now we get a little stare down, a smile from Prasovic, trying to get in the head of Okolie. And here we go for round number 1, scheduled for 12, WBO Cruiserweight Championship. We await the bell and the fisticuffs. And referee says mouthpiece. They say yes. They both have their mouthpieces. And there's the bell, round number 1. Prasovic coming right out at Okolie, both orthodox. Okolie paused with that jab. He has that powerful right hand. Prasovic parrying away the punches. Now he's bobbing back and forth. He looks to be set. Oh, left hook missed by Prasovic. Left hook missed. Okolie comes back with a jab. Okolie jabbing to the chest. That's quite smart, looking to land that big right hand. Again, he jabs to the chest, and Prasovic bounces back. Action taking place to ring center. They tie up, and Okolie works that free hand to a couple of shots to the rib cage of Prasovic. The referee breaks them. A 1-2 misses by Okolie. Prasovic, hands held high, gets in a little jab, misses with the left hook. He tried a hook right off that jab. Oh, a good left hook by Okolie. And now Prasovic felt that, and Okolie lands a right hand to the body. Prasovic eyes wide open, hands coming down a bit. They tie up again. Both fighters working the free hand. A little mauling and brawling there, a little wrestling tactics. Action still at ring center. Okolie is the aggressor. Prasovic looking to counter right now, but they're in punching range, both of them. As Prasovic not throwing punches and Okolie feeling him out with those jabs. Just jabs to the chest. He has that right hand cocked, ready to strike. Prasovic now drops his hands a bit, trying to lure Okolie in. Prasovic lands a little pity-pat left hook. They tie up, and Okolie uses that free hand to hit him in the back. The referee says, watch out with that, and he breaks them. We have 1:38 left in round 1. They tie up. Okolie getting the better of it. He's letting his hands go. It's definitely a feeling out round, but Okolie looking to land that big right hand. Another good left hook by Okolie. Prasovic took that one much better. They're both in their punching range, but Prasovic is not punching. He's looking to land that perfect counter shot, and he's just not landing it. And you could just see Okolie waiting to land that. Oh! Prasovic threw the left hook, but really didn't land it. Neither fight. Oh, there's the right hand. Right hand by Okolie. Clipped Prasovic towards the back of the head. They tie up. Referee breaks him. Not a big effect, but it was not a clean shot by Okolie. Again, pawing with the jab by Okolie. And Prasovic comes in with a left hook, and they tie up. Referee's probably saying, fight your way out. Now, Okolie muscles Prasovic to the ropes. Prasovic spins him. They still don't punch. The referee breaks him. Action moves back to ring center. And a jab, and then he pushes. So that's Okolie doing that. Prasovic is not punching. There's a bit of a little abrasion under, I think that... Oh, the big right hand missed by Okolie. He threw that one hard. They tie up, and Okolie, again, he digs that right hand to the rib cages in that clinch. Prasovic is not punching. Prasovic moving forward. They're circling one another. Again, ring center mostly. They're trying to stay off the ropes. Now Okolie comes forward with a jab. They tie up. A lot of wrestling, mauling, and brawling. The referee's going to probably say, hey, boys, let's start fighting. Again, Okolie paused with that jab. 16 seconds left in round number 1. He's got the right hand cocked, looking to throw. Prasovic definitely trying to free... it's a feeling out round for Prasovic. Again, they're on the inside, mauling and brawling, trying to work the free hands. We're coming to a conclusion of round 1. And the bell should be coming up, and there it is. A feeling out round, but I give that to Okolie 10-9. As I drop my scoring pen, I give that to Okolie 10-9. He landed a few more cleaner blows. Prasovic landed one okay left hook. No real power on any of those punches. That I'm sure there's power on those punches, but no real effect for either fighter when they got hit. I believe Okolie was more effective in what he was trying to do. Okolie was jabbing to the chest, then up to the head. He had the right hand cocked. That's what he wants to land, the go-home punch. He only really threw it once and he missed. We're seeing Usyk in the locker room. He seems very calm. Very confident. Has a little Fu Manchu thing going there. Shaved head. A little stubble on the head. And that's the main event. We're preparing for round number 2. Prasovic and Okolie. I give Okolie round number 1. So here we go. Okolie, we start round 2 again. Okolie pawing with the jab. Prasovic with his hands held high, parrying away the jab. And Okolie's just looking to land that big punch. Someone's going to have to try to do... And Prasovic tries to leap in with a left hook. Right hand misses. They tie up. And Okolie muscles him. Prasovic gets out of the little headlock. Now Prasovic looking... Again, Prasovic trying to lead with that left hook. He's got to watch out. He could get clipped with that right hand. It looks like he's trying to leap in and counter Okolie. Okolie jabbing to the body, now up to the head, not landing. He's got the right hand cocked. Prasovic very wary of that right hand. You can tell now as he's trying to catch Okolie coming in. They tie up, and Okolie, every time he ties up, he does that nice little thing. He jams that right hand to the rib cage, and now the referee says to Okolie, watch. He's saying you're hitting a little behind the back of the rib cage. 2:10 to go in round number 2. Okolie again paws the jab to the body. Prasovic comes in slowly, ties up. Oh, good shot by Prasovic. That's the best of the bout for him. It was a hybrid jab left hook. And now Okolie bangs away on the inside with that right hand to the body. A jab by Okolie. They're in tight. Okolie trying to force Prasovic back to the ropes. A 1-2 hits Prasovic, but he comes right back. But he missed those blows on Okolie. Okolie again looking to find the range for the hammer. The right hand. He's pawing. The jab is a rangefinder. Now a short right hand landed by Okolie. They're on the inside. Prasovic tries to land a left hook. They tie up. Referee breaks them. 1:30 to go in round number 2. Again, they're in tight. They're tying up. And Okolie forces Prasovic back to the ropes. Every once in a while, Okolie uses the free hand to dig it to the ribcage of Prasovic. Prasovic now off the ropes, ring center. Left hook missed by Okolie. Right hand was glancing by Okolie. Prasovic needs to be more active. Left hook misses by Prasovic. Okolie tried to hit him with a counter. Prasovic very leery of that right hand. He throws a punch. He tries to dip in and tie up. Referee says break. 56 seconds left in round number 2. Prasovic not doing much at all. Referee warns Prasovic for tying up. Okolie's going to get there with that right hand soon. There it is! Top side of the head! Prasovic is hurt! And Prasovic is down! I knew this was coming. He had that right hand cocked. Prasovic down near the ropes. He is taking the count. He is getting up at the count of 7. Mandatory 8. Referee says, are you okay? He says, good. Show me your gloves. They're going 26 seconds left in round number 2. Can Okolie finish him off? Okolie missed with the big right hand there. Okolie... 18 seconds, looking to land the right hand again, jabbing to the body, and there's the big right hand, and back goes Prasovic, but he's going to survive this round. 10 seconds left. Okolie trying to come in. They tie up near the ropes, and the bell should sound in moments. Referee breaks them, and there's the bell. That is a 10-8 round for Okolie. You could see it happening. Prasovic was leery of that right hand. He felt it a little bit in round 1. And then Okolie tagged him late in round 2. So a big punch by Okolie, and it didn't even really catch him clean, but he caught him on the side of the head, and that will knock off your equilibrium. And then Prasovic took a couple of steps and went down. Bam! Right there, right on the temple. A couple of those weird dance steps and down. Okolie really didn't land that left uppercut. Here's the right hand. Beautiful shot. Caught him right in the side of the head. Hands down by Prasovic. He gets caught near the ear and the jaw. He does the queer dance, where your legs go spaghetti, and then he goes down. He took a couple of steps. That left uppercut hybrid hook didn't really land by Okolie. If it did, the night was over. Okolie, a tremendous puncher. Tremendous puncher, Lawrence Okolie. Can he finish him off in round 3? I said a stoppage before 5 for Lawrence Okolie. Okolie banging away with the jab as round 3 starts. He threw the right hand, didn't catch him clean. Prasovic trying to get on the inside and buy some time. They tie up and the referee breaks. And it doesn't look like Prasovic wants to break. Prasovic looks like a deer in headlights right now. And Okolie should take him out. Okolie manhandling Prasovic. Prasovic again, hands held high. He's not punching. He fears that right hand. Prasovic is overmatched at the moment. Okolie, sloppy right hand to the body, doesn't land by Lawrence Okolie. Now he jabs to the body, and you can just see Prasovic. Again, he throws the left hook. That's what he's been doing. He throws the left hook, Prasovic, and he ties up. And then as they tie up, Okolie bangs away with the free right hand. And again, now Prasovic with his hands down. Okolie comes forward with jabs, and again they tie up. Referee breaks him. Okolie was pressing down on Prasovic's neck with his arm, and the referee warns him about that. 2 minutes ago here in round 3. The jabs by Okolie are range finders for the big right hand. Right hand missed. Right hand missed. Action ring center. Now the referee says punch and get out, and Prasovic does. So again, action, and the referee says fight. So now Okolie's circling Prasovic. He's looking to catch him coming in. Prasovic really not wanting to engage. And Okolie's got to start taking a little more chances. But every time Okolie gets a free chance at the body, he does. And those little hard body shots will wear down Prasovic. He is worn down. He is being out-muscled. He is being mugged. He's on the ropes. Okolie fighting a very physical fight against Prasovic from Montenegro. And a 1-2 by Okolie wasn't the cleanest shots landing, but a shot to the body, a left hook, and down goes Prasovic. I believe it was a left hook to the body. He's not getting up from this. He is not getting up from this. He's on his knees. The referee has counted him out. The referee has counted him out. Lawrence Okolie retains the WBO Cruiserweight Championship with a third round knockout. Okolie now 17-0. And 14 stoppages. And he got him with a left hook to the body. Again, some of these Eastern European fighters have these wonderful records of 20-0, 15-0, lots of knockouts. And then they fight some competition. And if you were with us earlier, I said Okolie within 5 knockout or stoppage. And that's what Lawrence Okolie just did. He stopped the man from Montenegro, Dilan Prasovic. In the second, he dropped him with a right hand towards the end of the round. In the third, Prasovic wanted nothing to do with the fight, tied up at every opportunity. He threw one left hook, he missed, he grabbed on for dear life. Always in the clinches, Okolie was working that free right hand. He'd pound that right hand to the rib cage, sometimes the left. But this was an exchange. He had muscled Prasovic into position. He hit him with a couple of shots, and I believe it was a left hook to the body that ended it. And right hand missed, and here comes the left hook. Booyah! And down goes Prasovic, grabbing onto his sides. He does not beat the 10 count, and this fight is over. Lawrence Okolie looked very good in this fight. Tremendous puncher. And just totally dominated. Prasovic got clipped. When I say clipped, he got hit with a grazing right hand in the first. And right away, that's when I know disinterest set in for Dilan Prasovic of Montenegro. In the first round, a right hand grazed him, but he felt the power of Lawrence Okolie. Okolie would drop him in the second and finish him in the third with a left hook to the body. The man from Montenegro, Dilan Prasovic, would not beat the referee's count. Your winner and still World Boxing Organization Cruiserweight Champion Lawrence Okolie of England. He is now 17-0 with 14 stoppages. We'll be getting ready for the main event of the evening. Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, 12 rounds, heavyweights, for a portion of the heavyweight title, not the actual heavyweight title, as I see Tyson Fury, the actual heavyweight champion, with his win over Deontay Wilder. That rematch coming up in October should be one heck of a fight. But Lawrence Okolie looked very good. Again, if you were with us in our pre-fight analysis for this bout, before any of the bouts started, we liked Okolie within 5. He got it done in 3. So our prognostication was correct. Again, Lawrence Okolie, a good puncher. I've seen him fight before. I watched a little bit of Prasovic on YouTube. I have not seen him fight live. Again, okay fighter, but not at the level of Lawrence Okolie. Again, he holds the Cruiserweight title belt high over his head with his victory. He defends his belt, the WBO Cruiserweight belt. 17-0 now with 14 by stoppage. They're taking pictures. A very happy Lawrence Okolie. He has a short night. Now if he wants, he can sit back and watch the main event, heavyweight 12 rounds. Anthony Joshua, England. Oleksandr Usyk for a portion of the heavyweight title. to me, the true heavyweight champion is Tyson Fury. If Anthony Joshua wins, and he should, our prognostication for that is Joshua within 8. He has a big match coming up against the winner of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. That bout will be in October. So Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO heavyweight championship belts on the line there. One more fight to come from Tottenham Stadium. And boy, it should be a good one. It should be a good one. I don't see Joshua losing this fight. But as I say that, I like Joshua with an 8. As I say that, Joshua is the betting favorite. 24-1. Usyk 18-0. Both good knockout punchers, but Usyk is a cruiserweight stepping up to heavyweight. He's had 2 fights at heavyweight. Chaz Witherspoon. Witherspoon was stopped in between rounds, but Usyk really didn't look that good in that fight. And the Derek Chisora fight, his last fight, Chisora muscled him all over the place, and Derek Chisora of England got screwed out of that decision. Now, Usyk has put on 20 pounds of weight, mostly muscle. Okay? He's put on 20 pounds. You can put on weight, doesn't mean you're going to be stronger. You can put on muscle weight. Anthony Joshua is a big, big man. A big, strong man who can punch. What are the chinks in Anthony Joshua's armor? Well, he doesn't really love the fight game sometimes. Now Dillian White's there. They're doing a little talk with Dillian White. He's coming off a rematch knockout victory over Povetkin after he got knocked out. Dillian White has been defeated by Anthony Joshua already, but possibly if Dillian White gets another big win, that could be a nice domestic heavyweight championship fight. What a beautiful event here at Tottenham Stadium. Huge crowd. Tony Martin has joined us in the chat. He says Joshua should fight Fury. Well, he's got to get by Usyk, which I think he will, and then they have to make that fight, Tony. You know, there's different promotional teams. The money's got to be right. But yeah, that would be huge. And if they do have that fight, if you're just joining us, Lawrence Okolie stopped Dilan Prasovic of Montenegro in the 3rd with a left hook to the body. Our prognostication was within 5. We were correct there. Lawrence Okolie, a good fighter, very hard puncher. And some of these Eastern European fighters, they have nice records, but it's sort of like back in the day when you watch ESPN and they'd bring in a fighter from the Midwest who was like 30-1 with 30 knockouts, and they fought nobody. And they'd get destroyed by a guy from the East Coast. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. So you got to always take those records with a grain of salt. Of course, we would like to see Joshua win this fight. At least I would like to see Joshua win this fight, and I'd like to see Joshua take on the winner of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And the first 2 fights between Fury and Wilder, I had Wilder. I picked Wilder those 2 times. First fight was a draw. Second fight, Fury knocked him out. Regardless of whatever excuses, BS excuses that Wilder and his camp made, he got his ass kicked and he got knocked out. Sometimes you just say, the guy beat me that night. He looked like a fool with all the excuses. He looked like a jackass wearing a 40-pound whatever the hell it was into the ring. You know, he's got to wear these. Why don't you, if you're a fighter, come into the ring with a robe or not? You don't need to wear a stupid gimmick that he says was about 40 pounds or 30 pounds and it wore him out. Well, you're the dummy who did that. Right? So he was full of piss and vinegar and excuses. You got the shit knocked out of you. Shut the hell up. Come back and fight another day. And that's just what they'll be doing in October. Fury and Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder always has that big right hand. And you never know. But I think Tyson Fury, again, if Fury's in shape, head on straight, he has the skill to win that fight. And I'm probably in the 3rd bout, I'm leaning to pick Fury. First 2 bouts, I picked Deontay Wilder, and it was a draw, and then a Fury knocking out Wilder. But this is a big fight here. Not just in terms of boxing, but for the health of England. Because look at after all the COVID, right? This is Tottenham Stadium where the Spurs played, and it is a packed house. A packed house. It is a beautiful venue. Beautiful venue for Joshua and Usyk. And that will be coming up shortly, as they're just continually showing over highlights of the Okolie and Prasovic fight. Prasovic was so overmatched. And again, the grazing right hand by Okolie in the first round said it all. Prasovic didn't want to fight anymore. He was trying to land a lucky counter punch. Okolie dropped him in the second and then knocked him out with a left hook to the body in the first. So Okolie wins via third round knockout. We are awaiting the main event, Anthony Joshua and Usyk. I like Anthony Joshua by stoppage within 8. Now, if I'm in the Joshua corner, what they should have been training for, aggressive 3-punch combinations. Get your 3 punches in and keep the other guy off balance while always providing pressure. Usyk will too, if they do this, you want to really jump on him in the first round. You want to get your pound of flesh, your 5 pounds of flesh, your 10 pounds of flesh, and maybe you knock out Usyk. Usyk is going to look to bounce up and down, lay traps, side to side, lay traps and try to land his left hand. He's a southpaw. He's going to try to land that straight left hand. He's going to try to catch Anthony Joshua on his chink in his armor, his chin. And if he catches him good, you never know. But again, if I'm in the training Anthony Joshua, I want you to be aggressive and smart. I want 3-punch combinations. No more, no less. 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2s, jab right hand, left hook to the body, so on and so forth. I don't want you to open up unless the guy is hurt and on the ropes and you're looking to annihilate him. And you still got to stay in control. Usyk did put on weight. I get that. Usyk put on weight. I understand that. Just because you put on muscle weight doesn't mean you're going to be strong to muscle a guy bigger than you. Derek Chisora mauled him, brawled him, muscled him all over the ring, tired a bit towards the end, but Derek Chisora won that fight against Usyk, in my opinion. Derek Chisora got screwed in that fight, just like he did in the Joseph Parker fight. Derek Chisora won those 2 fights. And again, I was never a Derek Chisora fan when he was younger. I really like him now, because he got rid of his stupid shtick he used to do. Just if you're a fighter, come in, be a fighter. You know, you don't need to wear, COVID, so don't take it this way, but you don't need to wear your bandana over your face. You look stupid, people. Come in, be a fighter. Be a gladiator. Okay? And again, I'll go back to Deontay Wilder. Well, I was wearing that costume, that get-up. It was 25, 30, 40 pounds. I was tired. It wore my legs down. Who told you to wear that, you jackass? This ain't wrestling. It's real. It's boxing. And you got your ass kicked that night. And I picked you, and you made me look bad. But you lost. So when you lose, you shut the hell up. If you get knocked out, there's no questions about it. People, oh, the glove, this or that. It's all bullshit. You got knocked out. You got mauled, you got brawled, you got mugged. It reminded me of Roberto Duran wiping out Davey Moore at Madison Square Garden for the junior middleweight title. I think it was WBA version. Shut up. You lost. His fans. And I was rooting for him. I picked him in the first 2 fights. You know what you say when you're a fan? We lost. He got knocked out. But you had people making excuses and, the conspiracy. The gloves are checked before the fight. And they have people from each side in each other's locker rooms watching the gloves be worked. The tapes being put on, so on and so forth. But that rematch is, the third fight actually is coming up in October, and that should be a hell of a contest. And hopefully we can bring you a call of that. I don't know that yet that we will be doing that. I haven't done this in a while. Team Batman Boxing has joined us. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. He's from the UK. Who do you like in this fight, if you're still there in the chat? What's your prognostications? We have Team Batman Boxing. Tony Martin was here, and the original Grognard. I don't know if they're still here. But what are your prognostications for this fight? In the co-main event, I had Okolie within 5. He did me the honor of knocking out Prasovic in 3 with a left hook to the body. Prasovic got hit with a grazing right hand in the first, midway through the first, and you could see the fight was out of him. He didn't want to fight no more. It was a throw a left hook and grab on. That's all he did. Okolie dropped him in the second with a right hand to the side of the head. He did the little spaghetti dance, went down. And then Okolie knocks him out with a tremendous body shot. A tremendous body shot. A left hook to the body. He couldn't beat the count. Team Batman Boxing. Long time no speak. Hope you're good, my man. I got Joshua stopping Usyk late. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I hope the same for you and your family. Team Batman Boxing, I think, was one of my very first subs when we did a lot more of this. I'm trying to get back to it. And again, it's just my little call in the chat. There is no video of this, but everyone's more than welcome to listen along, watch along if you're watching at home or wherever, and jump in the chat. So we're waiting for the main event. I shall be back in a moment. I have to check on Miss Eva, the pooch, to see if she needs to go outside. So I shall be back in a moment, and we await the main event, which hopefully will start quite soon, but not while I take the pooch out. You have to go outside? Hello, Miss Eva. Oh, rub your belly. Rubbing your belly. Rubbing your belly, Miss Eva. You're a good girl. You're a pretty dog. Oh, Miss Eva's a pretty dog. Do you have to go outside? Do you have to go outside? Back in a little bit. All right, coming back to ringside. Thank you for your patience. The dog did not have to go out. Well, we let the dog out. She didn't do anything. She went to the bathroom a little while ago. So, anyway, we're waiting for the main event. Joshua, Usyk, Team Batman Boxing likes Joshua late stopping Usyk. I like Joshua stopping Usyk within 8. If I was training Anthony Joshua, obviously I'm not, 3-punch combinations. I want Anthony Joshua to throw 3-punch combinations. 2 and then 3. Jab, right hand, left hook, however you want to, just 3 punches. I do not want more than 3 punches until he has Usyk hurt. And then when Usyk is hurt, that's when you open up even more, but you're cautious. Anthony Joshua should jump on Usyk right away. Show him he's the bigger, stronger man, because he is. But be smart about it. Usyk's going to try to lay traps. Usyk's going to try to clip Anthony Joshua from the southpaw style, try to catch Joshua on the chin, and hope that Joshua goes down. Team Batman Boxes says, I have now got 22,000 subs. Awesome sauce, my friend. And, oh, thank you. He's going to share it on his community page. I greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. Hats off to you. I greatly appreciate that. But, yeah, I think Joshua should jump on him right away. And I don't mean wild, like Louis Firpo, Jack Dempsey, wild bull of the Pampas. I don't mean that. Jump on him. Be aggressive. Be aggressive with your jab. Move him back. Usyk's going to do that side to side. He's going to box. Chisora was able to muscle Usyk to the ropes constantly and muscle him around. Joshua, different type of fighter than Chisora. Chisora is a bull. Chisora is a physical fighter. Chisora loves fighting. Joshua sometimes seems disinterested. Another chink in his armor. I don't think he's disinterested in this fight. This is a packed house. If a bunch of your fellow countrymen in a packed soccer stadium, Tottenham, where the Spurs play, I do believe, in England, London, doesn't motivate you, then I don't know what will. Mega payday is coming up. If Joshua wins this fight, myself and Team Batman Boxing believe that Joshua should win this fight by stoppage. If he wins this, the winner of Wilder and Fury should face Joshua and vice versa. No more of the promotional nonsense. The fight that people want to see. If Anthony Joshua wins this bout, which he should over Usyk, Joshua versus the winner of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's what it is. There's no one else out there. No one else. Joshua's already beaten Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte got knocked out by Povetkin, came back and annihilated Povetkin. Why? The only thing that makes that an interesting fight, and it's dangerous for Joshua to take a fight with Dillian Whyte. You're not going to make the money that you would make against Wilder or Fury. And your promotion should know that. Eddie Hearn should know that, and he does. Eddie Hearn's a very smart man. Though, Eddie Hearn and Golden Boy have lost Canelo Alvarez, which was quite interesting to me, that Canelo backs out of a, $326 million contract for 11 fights to be a free agent. That's interesting stuff. And I think maybe Eddie Hearn and Golden Boy's promotion sat there and went, maybe he's not worth that much. Now, Canelo is going to be coming up to fight Caleb Smith. That should be an interesting fight. I think Canelo should win that. Caleb Smith, a good boxer, but I don't think he has any punch to hold back Canelo. As Joshua and Usyk, moments away, hopefully. As again, the Okolie Prasovic fight went short. Okolie stopped Prasovic in the third with a left hook to the body after dropping him with a right hand in the second. And he just dominated Dilan Prasovic of Montenegro. It was not even close. First round, Okolie hit him with a grazing right hand, and Prasovic was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore, in my opinion. He threw a couple of left hooks, Hail Mary, hope and pray that I hit you on the chin left hooks, and then he would grab on. So again, it's a packed house, Tottenham Stadium, London, England. We await the main event, Anthony Joshua and Oleksandr Usyk. And now they'll do, unfortunately, a ton of promo before we get to the main event. So once again, who do you like in this main event? My prognostication in the co-main event, go back, check it out if you want. I had Okolie within 5. He did me the honors of stopping Prasovic in 3. So we're 1 for 1 there. I like Joshua by stoppage within 8. 8 rounds or less. You can say, well, that's a big distance. Well, it depends. It depends on Usyk. Is Usyk going to run and move and just try to pot shot Joshua? I think that's what he's going to try to do. I think Joshua, again, he needs to get Usyk's understanding that you're in the ring with a big heavyweight who can punch. Chisora couldn't punch, physically strong, and Chisora hurt Usyk. And they always show this picture of Usyk with that Joker kind of smile. Well, I think Anthony Joshua will wipe that smile off Usyk's face. So, Joshua, Usyk, WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO, World Heavyweight Championship belts on the line. Again, do I consider this a true World Heavyweight Championship fight? No. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, in my eyes, is a true Heavyweight Championship fight. This is for number 2 if Anthony Joshua wins. If Usyk wins, to me, there's still question about him. But if Usyk wins, the only way Usyk wins this fight, and I don't see him doing it, is he could hurt Joshua. That I see. There's a point where you can kind of see that. Again, the chink in Joshua's armor is the chin. The chin. They're talking to Usyk's manager now. He seems very confident. Usyk's going to try to lay traps and hit Joshua. Joshua should use his jab, be aggressive with his jab in his right hand, always bringing the pressure to Usyk. Bring the pressure. Especially in the first round. Not wild pressure, but controlled, measured pressure. And especially if you get in a clinch with Usyk, if Joshua gets in a clinch with Usyk, muscle him. Muscle him to the ropes. Wrestle with him. He's not stronger. There is no way he is stronger than Anthony Joshua. I don't give a poop if he put on 20 pounds of weight, lifting, muscle weight, this and that. He's not bigger. Then he's not stronger. The 20 pounds of weight doesn't make him any stronger than he was before. That is you're either strong or you're not. I'm not saying he's weak, but you're either strong or you're not. Chisora muscled him all over the place. Now, I remember he said, I wasn't feeling good. Okay, part of the fight game. Tough shit. Part of my language. You weren't feeling good. Chisora beat you, and you got lucky. You got a decision. It was a horrible decision. In my personal opinion, again, I'm not a big Derek Chisora fan earlier in his career. I do like him a lot now. He got hosed in his last 2 fights. Chisora beat Parker, and Chisora sure as hell beat Usyk. And he beat Parker. Again, he faded a bit in those fights, but he won. He won those fights. He just didn't get the decisions. So they continue to talk to Usyk's manager. He seems very confident. What Usyk's going to do, he's going to move and try to counter out of the southpaw stance. Not brain surgery here, people. That's what he's going to try to do. I don't see him trying to put pressure on Anthony Joshua. The only time he'll put pressure on Anthony Joshua, if he's able to clip Anthony Joshua, if he's able to hit Joshua on that chin, a big chink in Anthony Joshua's armor, if he hits him on the chin and Joshua buckles or goes down. That's the only chance he has. Do you actually think he's going to outbox Anthony Joshua? Unless Anthony Joshua is totally disinterested, unless Anthony Joshua just totally underestimates Usyk and thinks I can knock him out at any time. Usyk has an uphill climb. They've built this up like this is this major, major event. And in reality, Anthony Joshua should steamroll this guy. Hats off to Eddie Hearn and whoever in the other promoter. Maybe there's another promoter involved, but Eddie Hearn. Hats off to the Zone and Eddie Hearn for promoting this thing like this is a mega fight. They've packed a soccer stadium for this bout, which is awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love the atmosphere. I wish in the United States that they would have more big fights in outdoor venues, but they don't because, Las Vegas gets it, or out in LA, the basketball venues get it. So, but really, I have Joshua winning within 8 by stoppage. Joshua wins this, he should be taking on the winner of Wilder and Fury, and vice versa. That's the fight people want to see. We've seen enough of these bouts. And personally, I don't want to see Wilder, Fury 4 unless something spectacular happens in 3. Wilder's lucky he got the rematch, but he had a rematch clause, as Fury did. The fight that should be happening right now, in honesty, is Joshua and Fury. This should be the fight right now, but we get Joshua and Usyk, which is a nice fight. And it's wonderful for England and the UK because, COVID, the whole world's going through that. You can just see people having fun. The venue is full. No one's wearing masks. Whether that's your preference or not, I'm not saying to wear masks or not. I'm just saying it's nice to see people enjoying life. So, there's Tony Bellew, not one of my favorite fighters. My God, how many cruiserweight shots did he get and get knocked out? And if Usyk wins, I think it's Holyfield and David Haye were the only cruiserweight champions to step up and win the heavyweight title. I thought Roy Jones moved up from light heavyweight and won the heavyweight title. And then I think he won did he win a version of a cruiserweight title when he stepped down from heavyweight? So we're still waiting, as they had to kill a lot of time. The co-main event, Lawrence Okolie, the WBO Cruiserweight champion, stopped Dilan Prasovic in the 3rd round, body shot knockout. They're showing the Chisora Usyk fight. And again, Usyk they're trying to show the best clips. But again, he looked dead tired in this fight. They're showing the best clips of Usyk, which probably come from 2 rounds here. Pity pat, nothing on his punches. There's Chisora muscling him to the ropes. And you have to understand, Chisora's old and slow. And he hit Usyk a lot. And in my opinion, he won that fight. Usyk's lucky. Lucky he got the decision. Lucky. Again, Usyk was lucky to win that Chisora fight. He has not shown any power in his 2 heavyweight fights. Chaz Witherspoon stopped him on his, Witherspoon in between rounds, I believe that was. And he got muscled by an older veteran in the heavyweight division. You can't even say he was a top 10 heavyweight, top 15 heavyweight. He's a solid heavyweight. But at this point in time, I don't think Chisora was ever, in all honesty, I know he might have had a top 15 ranking at one time, top 10 ranking in some organizations. Chisora was never a world-class, top-notch fighter. Good fighter, solid fighter, tough fighter. Chisora at times would be disinterested, wouldn't throw enough punches. Had Chisora fought the way he fought in his last 2 fights against Usyk and Parker when he was younger, he would have won a few more, in my opinion. And now the fans are starting to get revved up, but still no pugilists in sight. No pugilists in sight. As we await the main event. The main event! We await 12 rounds heavyweights. Co-main event. Lawrence Okolie of England knocked out in the 3rd round Dilan Prasovic of Montenegro with a body shot. Dominated the 3 rounds. I've gone over it already. I just keep going over it because we have to do something while we wait. I have Joshua in the main event winning within 8 by stoppage, 8 or under. In the co-main event, I had Okolie winning by stoppage, 5 and under. He did me the honors of stopping Prasovic in 3. So we're 1-1 with our prognostications. I believe we're going to be 2-2 with our prognostications. I'd like to thank Team Batman Boxing. If you have not subscribed to that channel, please do so. Tony Martin and the original Grognard military strategy games, and much, much more. So check him out. Feel free, if you're a sub, to jump in the chat and give us your prognostications of who you feel will win the main event. Joshua Usyk. I think Anthony Joshua, too big, too strong, hits too hard. But the wild card, as in every Anthony Joshua fight, his chin. In the rematch with Ruiz, now he got knocked out by Ruiz, he easily won a 12-round decision. Ruiz didn't take a round. Now Ruiz does himself no help or no honors to the heavyweight division with the way he comes into shape. He has skill, Andy Ruiz. He has skill. But he's a mess. He doesn't train. Imagine if he trained a little bit. Because he has skill. He shows that. He just doesn't train. And I never want to see him get another heavyweight title fight because it's just boring. There's no need to see that. Joshua should beat Usyk. Usyk has the one hope of clipping Joshua on the chin, possibly dropping him, hurting him enough where Joshua thinks too much. Joshua needs to be more natural in this fight. Joshua should jump on Usyk right away. Not a la, if you're a boxing fan of history, Louis Firpo type of just charge out like the wild bull of the Pampas. No, not like that against Jack Dempsey. Controlled, smart aggression. Joshua has to show Usyk, I'm the bigger, stronger man, and I hit harder, and that's why I'm champ, and that's why I'm going to stay champ. Joshua, anytime in the clinches, should muscle Usyk back to the ropes. Back, don't even break when the referee says break. You muscle him back to the ropes, and then you break. You dig a right hand or a left hand into his rib cage. You put your forearm until the referee tells you not to, right under his neck, under his chin. Joshua has to be the stronger man, the bigger man. He has to fight that way because he is. Joshua has to outmuscle him with smarts. When you tie up, if Usyk ties you up, you muscle him. Walk him back to the ropes. Don't break when the referee says break. They're not going to take a point away from you right away. You put that forearm right under his chin and you muscle him right back to the ropes. Joshua needs to show him he's the bigger, stronger man and he needs to clip him early. Take the confidence right away from Usyk. Right away you take away the confidence from Usyk, and he deflates. And now he goes into survival mode. Derek Chisora muscled Usyk all over the place. Now people say, well, no, Usyk was boxing. I watched the fight. I watched it 3 times. I watched it live and I watched it twice on replay. Chisora won that fight. Usyk got lucky to get the decision. Usyk showed no power in the Chisora fight. And yes, I know Usyk said, well, I had a cold, I had a flu. Oh well. Usyk really didn't show any power in the Chaz Witherspoon fight. This is his 3rd fight at heavyweight, and he gets a crack at Anthony Joshua. Which is fine. Joshua gets to make money, and they get to fight at a soccer venue, which is beautiful. I love it. I love the atmosphere that the UK boxing fan brings to these venues and to any venue. I'd like to see more of that in the US. So who do you have? Anthony Joshua or Usyk? I have Joshua within 8 via stoppage. The chink in his armor, we all know, the Anthony Joshua chin. And again, Usyk's a big enough man that if he clips Joshua in the chin, he could hurt him. What Joshua should have been training, and if I was training him or in his corner, I want crisp jabs and I want right hands, not brain surgery, right? And then I want jab right hand in a form of a left hook, body, head, whatever. I do not want you to not move forward without throwing a punch. And even at times, you might lay a trap for Usyk. But early, first round, you want to show Usyk who's boss. Usyk's going to be fighting southpaw stance, might switch up a little bit, and he's going to move and try to aggravate Joshua, and he's going to try to pot shot him. There's going to be a time where they're going to clinch. That's where Joshua has to muscle him. I've said it. I'll say it over and over again. The referee's not going to take a point away from you right off the bat. You walk Usyk right to the ropes. You show him you're the stronger guy. You put your forearm right under his chin into his throat when you walk him back on those ropes. And if the referee says punch out, you hold him and you bang him away with that right hand to the rib cage or left hand to the rib cage. Lawrence Okolie did a beautiful job of that in the co-main event when he retains his Cruiserweight title, WBO version, with a 3rd round stoppage of a highly overrated Dilan Prasovic of Montenegro. He was overwhelmed by Okolie. He got hit with a grazing right hand in the first, and he was like, yeah, I'll just throw a left hook now and then and hope I hit him, and then I'm going to tie up. But what Okolie did, it might not have been pretty, every time, and my point is coming for Anthony Joshua, I'm just trying to give an example, every time Prasovic tried to tie up Okolie took that free hand, mostly that right hand, and he dug it into Prasovic's rib cage. And if his left hand was free, he dug that into his rib cage. And they mauled him, and he brawled him. He dropped him with a right hand to the side of the head late in round 2, and he stopped him with a left hook to the body when Prasovic was so concerned with the right hand. He got nailed with the left hook, didn't get up. Joshua has to do something similar to that with Usyk. Do not let Usyk be brave. Do not let Usyk think he has a chance. Do not let Usyk hang around. When you let an inferior opponent, and yes, Usyk is an inferior opponent to Anthony Joshua. Doesn't mean he's a bad fighter. He's an inferior opponent to Anthony Joshua. When you let an inferior opponent hang around, whether it's in a contact sport, really, even or baseball, whether football, American version, football, European, or soccer, the rest of the world, football, right? When you let an inferior opponent hang around, they start to believe they can win. Okay? There is no need for Anthony Joshua to let Usyk believe he can win. Joshua could actually win this fight by jab right hand alone, as long as he throws enough of them. Usyk's going to move and move and move and move and move. Southpaw stance, back and forth, try to lay traps, try to land a straight left hand, possibly switch up, try to land a right hand. Usyk, I'll be in shock if Usyk goes to Joshua's body with any real determination, because that means he has to be in punching range too long. If Usyk stays in punching range too long, Joshua will clip him. If Usyk stays in punching range too long, Joshua can grab him and muscle him. Now, I don't think Joshua should do that. If Usyk comes in tight and wants to tie up, then by all means, if he's going to tie up, let's tie up. And again, what should Joshua do? Tie him up, wrestle with him, show him he's the bigger, stronger man, walk him to the ropes, force him to the ropes, put your forearm right under his chin, in his throat. The referee's going to warn you. Once he warns you, don't do it anymore. But show him, I'm the bigger, stronger dog in this fight. Your crazy little Joker smile doesn't affect me. You know, because Usyk, loosey-goosey, the loose cannon, blah, 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 blah. That being said, Anthony Joshua has two chinks in his armor. One, and it's the biggest one, his chin. And two, at times, he loses some interest in the fight game, where he fights because he makes good money. I don't think he loves it. Derek Chisora, in my opinion, loves boxing. Again, that's good or bad at times, because at some point in every pugilist's career, your fight game comes to an end. You don't want to see them get hurt. So those are the chinks in the armor. The big chink, the Joshua chin. Can Usyk hit him and tag him and stun him? Andy Ruiz knocked him out, but Andy Ruiz could fight hard on the inside. Andy Ruiz, even though he's a pudgy, fat man, can fight. I wish he would get in shape, then I'd like to see him fight. But until he gets into shape, I don't want to see him fight. Andy Ruiz, a lot of talent. Just doesn't like to train. And he doesn't have to be body beautiful, but Andy Ruiz, what was the other Mexican-American heavyweight? He fought a couple of times for the title. I can see him. They just fought, and I can't remember. Oh, finally, we might get some action here. Will we see some pugilists? Come on, show us the fighters. Let's get ready for those ring walks. I will be back in a moment. I will continue to talk. I will check on Miss Eva, our beloved pooch. Miss Eva, how are you doing? You look good, Miss Eva. You look good, honey. Oh, rub your belly. Miss Eva, who do you like in this fight? Who do you like, Miss Eva, in this fight? Anthony Joshua. You like Anthony Joshua in this fight? All right. Miss Eva likes Anthony Joshua in this fight. All right. Back. Here we come back. We just checked on Miss Eva, our beloved pooch. A fine dog. And she has just told me Anthony Joshua in 6. I say in 8, but she says 6. So, I don't see Usyk winning this fight. Can he win this fight? Anything happens in a boxing match. You never know. Joshua hurts his hand. Usyk clips him on the chin. Maybe Usyk catches him with a haymaker. You know, Usyk lands sets a trap. Joshua walks into something. So now you have the Usyk possible punching power at heavyweight, though I have not seen it. And again, he's a big enough man where I'm not saying he hits you and it doesn't hurt. Of course it hurts. It's boxing. If anyone's ever sparred, it hurts. Even if you like it, it hurts a bit, you know? If you clip Joshua and you lay a trap and he's coming forward, so now you hit him clean, Joshua could go down. We saw Andy Ruiz do it, but Ruiz was a good fighter when he was in his punching range. And Andy Ruiz, again, for his body shape, you look at him like he can't fight. Well, he can fight. He's actually a good fighter. It's his conditioning that's awful. Andy Ruiz, if he can get in punching range, he had the quick hands. And remember, in that fight, Joshua hurt him and was going for the kill. And Andy Ruiz caught him and knocked him out. I just don't see that in Usyk. He's not at Cruiserweight anymore. At Cruiserweight, he steamrolled people. At Cruiserweight. Name a competitive fight he had at Cruiserweight. The ones I saw, none of them were competitive. Hats off to him. He was that much better than all the other Cruiserweights. He annihilated Cruiserweights. Thus, the step up and the ability to make a lot of money. At heavyweight, hats off to him. But who the hell did he beat at Cruiserweight? He beat whoever they put in front of him. And that, you can't say anything about that, because that's all you can do. You only beat who they can put in front of you. But there's no one who sit there and go, wow, that was a huge win for Usyk. He did what he was supposed to do. He annihilated people. There was no competition for him there. He has not, in my opinion, carried his power in his first 2 heavyweight fights against Chaz Witherspoon or against Derek Chisora, and I've said it over. I did that fight. I did one of these for that fight, Chisora and Usyk. I thought Chisora won that fight. 10-round bout. I had it 8-2 Chisora. And then I try to think, okay, maybe you could give another round or an even round. So at worst, 7-2-1, 7-3 Chisora. But somehow the blind mice saw Usyk the winner. And they are really, really killing a lot of time here. And this is, if you're a boxing fan, this is what annoys me to no end. I know the co-main event only went 3 rounds. But these guys should be ready to go at this point in time. Now, when the Fury Deontay Wilder fight, which is not in the UK, obviously, it's in the US, that thing's not going to come off till, I hope at 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I can watch the fight, the main event. It's ridiculous. I hate to tell you people this, your promoters, not that you give a poop what I think, but the people who have bought or are watching the fight have already done it. You're not going to get your last... I just don't believe they get that many last-second buys. And then the argument, well, you got to get the West Coast people. The West Coast people have already bought the fight. They've already bought the fight. They're waiting for the fight. How come HBO used to be able to put their main events on at 10 o'clock? Well, regular HBO. And the other big news, if you're a boxing fan, Canelo Alvarez is no longer associated with the Zone or Golden Boy Promotions or with Eddie Hearn. So that big contract, I think it was 11 fights, $326 million or something like that, is done. Canelo walks away from that contract, and he's a free agent. The Caleb Plant fight is going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. And Canelo should win that. I would laugh my ass off if somehow Caleb Plant beat Canelo Alvarez. But I don't see him knocking Canelo out. And I don't see him... Could he possibly box the best boxing match of his life and look like he won a decision? Yes, but they'll never give Caleb Plant a decision against Canelo Alvarez. You want to talk about a fixer-rooney if it goes to a decision, when it's close, where someone goes, wow, I think Caleb Plant won that fight. I'm just saying, I don't think that's going to happen, but... No, especially Showtime. Just sign Canelo, or, they want to have more fights with Canelo. Boxing is a business, unfortunately, and sometimes the ugly business of boxing gets in the way of a true winner. And again, I'm just giving you a hypothetical there. I don't think Caleb Plant's going to win that fight. I think Canelo walks through Caleb Plant. Again, more interviews with people around ringside. They're at Tottenham Stadium where the Spurs play. It looks like a packed house to me. I don't know if it's a full stadium, 3/4 stadium, half stadium, but it's packed. And that's wonderful to see. Always a wonderful atmosphere. Always a wonderful atmosphere for fights in England or the UK. It's one of my favorite places to watch fights from. The atmosphere is tremendous. I honestly could say you don't get that same atmosphere a lot of times in the US, even for big fights. I'd like to see in the U.S. I would have loved to see Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder outside stadium. Not happening. Not going to happen. It's too bad. Or an inside stadium. Big crowd. They're going to fight, 20,000. That's still awesome, but, Yankee Stadium, like the old days. Wrigley Field, but the Polo Grounds. No more Polo Grounds, though. And again, we have not even seen the two pugilists from the locker room yet. The co-main event has been over for a long time. And if you're just joining us and you don't know who won the co-main event, it was for the WBO Cruiserweight Championship. And Lawrence Okolie knocked out Dilan Prasovic of Montenegro in the 3rd round with a left hook to the body. He dropped Prasovic in the 2nd round with a right hand to the side of the head. He got Prasovic's attention in the 1st round with a grazing right hand. And Prasovic, after that grazing right hand, was pretty much done. And Okolie did a nice job of just taking him out, mauling him, brawling him, as Prasovic tried to hold on for dear life. more promotional nonsense by the presentation here. Unbelievable. Come on, let's get the pugilists up. Let's get the pugilists ready to fight. Again, I know the co-main event. This is my pet peeve with boxing. I love boxing, my favorite sport. Remember to check out Team Batman Boxing. Fabulous channel. Also, check out the original Grognard if you like military strategy games. Check him out on YouTube and his Facebook group page. So we're getting more Anthony Joshua promos, more Usyk promos. Joshua, big puncher. Questionable chin, we know that. Usyk, tremendous cruiserweight. Hasn't shown, to me at least, a lot at heavyweight at all. I don't see Usyk winning this fight. Again, I've said it over and over again. Joshua within 8. Stoppage. I'm 1 for 1. Co-main event. We had Okolie within 5. Okolie knocked out Prasovic with a left hook to the body. He did it in 3. Thank you very much. And there's a lot of fans here for Usyk. It seems. Not a lot, but more than I would think. And then again, the majority of the people will be rooting for the favored son of England, Anthony Joshua. Now, if Joshua wins this bout, which he should, and Tyson Fury defeats Deontay Wilder again, and let it be known, I picked Deontay Wilder in the first 2 fights. First fight was a draw. Tyson Fury knocked out Wilder in the second fight. If Deontay Wilder loses a third fight to Fury, I don't know who I'm picking yet. I'm leaning Fury in the third fight. Maybe I stick with Deontay Wilder. I don't know. I just don't see Deontay Wilder adapting. He's not an adaptable fighter. I guess he's difficult to train. He's changed trainers. I wish they would work on a left hook for him. Feint the right hand, throw a left hook to the body, then up to the head. But he just loads up on that right hand, which is unbelievably powerful. And we might finally see some pugilism. Oh, my Lord, it is a beautiful soccer stadium. We're getting an overhead view now, and that is the full stadium, my friends. That's not 3/4. That is a packed soccer stadium, Tottenham Stadium. And it is beautiful. I have goosebumps looking at all these fans for this bout. This is awesome. That looks like a packed house to me. Maybe in the upper regions there are some seats available, possibly, but I don't know. It doesn't look like there's any type of COVID restrictions, as everyone's sitting next to each other. And that's nice to see. So the lights are going around and around. And soon, hopefully, we'll see some pugilists. And Usyk will make his ring entrance first when we see him, because he's the challenger. And then Anthony Joshua, the champion, will be second. Now they're putting Usyk and Joshua up on the screens. Just photos of them. They're doing promos on the big screen at Tottenham football stadium, excuse me. So maybe shortly, we will have the combatants on their way to the ring with the ring walks. I'm sure there'll be some pyrotechnics for Anthony Joshua. Again, pure nonsense. They need to get rid of that crap. I like the way Okolie came into the ring. He just came into the ring to his music. Came into his ring. Loved it. Same thing with Prasovic. Obviously, he was not going to get pyrotechnics. I'm sure they'll go all out, rock style. The fans are dancing and chanting here at the stadium. Beautiful sight. They're all holding up their cameras, their phones, the flashlights for their phones, lighting up the stadium. So soon, I believe the pugilists will be taking that ring walk. Soon, very soon, they will be taking the ring walk. And a lot of fans are dancing. And now we will check on our lovely pooch, Miss Eva, and see if Miss Eva has changed her prognostication, but also to see if Miss Eva has to go outside. Miss Eva, do you have to go outside? Go outside, puppy? Let's try it then. You have to go outside? Before we do this fight? Oh, yeah, good. Go, potty. Do your business, Miss Eva. Do your business. Do your business, Miss Eva. No? Okay. All right, puppy. All right. not change her prognostication. She still has Anthony Joshua in 3. And now the fireworks going off. Here's the pyrotechnics, excuse me. Dyslexia kicks in there. I said it backwards. Pyrotechnics. Fireworks. Top of the stadium. Lights still flashing throughout the stadium. Packed house. And again, highlights of the fighters on the big screen. Joshua, Usyk. You know what the fans want to see? The fighters in the ring. They really, oh my lord, do they milk this thing? Usyk, I believe Ukrainian, correct? I believe he's Ukrainian. There's flags a few flags for Usyk in the stands, not many. More Anthony Joshua highlights on the big screen. Again, Usyk, Cruiserweight Champion, dominant Cruiserweight Champion. The ring announcer's in the center of the ring. The flags are in the center of the ring. The attractive women holding the flags are in the center of the ring. You know what we need now? The fighters in the ring. Boy, have they milked this. But I'm sensing we're going to see the pugilist soon. And now it's Michael Buffer is the announcer, and he's going to give the announcements. So Usyk will, when we see him, he'll be the first to enter the ring as he's the challenger to Anthony Joshua's heavyweight titles. As Michael Buffer is now making an announcement. And we await to see Usyk, Oleksandr Usyk, the former Cruiserweight champion. He's had 2 fights at heavyweight, 2 wins. Actually, they're doing national anthems now. So I'm assuming they're doing, again, I believe he's Ukrainian. They're doing the national anthem for Usyk's homeland. And then we'll probably get God Save the Queen. And then we'll get the combatants in the ring. So they're going to do the national anthems, it looks like, first. And it's really, I like the national. And now we see Usyk. Oh, there's Klitschko. I don't know. There's one of the Klitschko brothers. I always get them mixed up, but one of the Klitschko brothers is there. So he's definitely, yes, he's Ukrainian. Blue and yellow flags. I can see it clearly now. And you can see Usyk up on the big screen getting ready to come out of his locker room once the national anthem is over. The national anthem of Ukraine. He seems very calm. He has a good bead of sweat. In the Okolie Prasovic fight, neither fighter had a bead of sweat, and Okolie overwhelmed Prasovic. Again, so hopefully minutes from now, after the Ukrainian national anthem and then the God Save the Queen, I would believe would be second, we'll see the combatants start to make their ring walks from the back here at beautiful, beautiful packed capacity Tottenham Spur Stadium, London, England, and it's the full stadium. They gave us the overhead shot. I didn't know if it was 3/4 or half. It's the full stadium, and it is packed. So again, we await, and I believe the national anthem of Ukraine is coming to an end as everyone's clapping. They're showing Usyk just sitting in his dressing room, waiting, thinking, is this Usyk's big moment? Is this Usyk's big moment? Will he upset Anthony Joshua? Or will it be his Waterloo? Now Michael Buffer is probably going to have God Save the, announcing something. And I believe it's going to be God Save the Queen. Let's see. I don't see any singers yet. Maybe they're just playing it over the loudspeaker. Nope, there is a singer center of the ring, and I assume this is God Save the Queen. And I'm sure most people in that stadium are singing along to God Save the Queen. That's what it looks like to me. A lot of them holding their phones up, recording it. And then after God Save the Queen, I do believe Oleksandr Usyk from the Ukraine will start his ring walk. Will it be a walk of destiny or a walk of pain? I'm thinking it's going to be a walk of pain. I think Anthony Joshua takes out Usyk within 8 rounds. Miss Eva, our puppy, says within 3. Who do you have? Jump in the chat. Tell us. Philip Reynolds joined us. Hope all is well. Philip Reynolds, Team Batman Boxing. Tony Martin. He has, he says Joshua should fight Fury. Again, I agree, but got to get through this fight first, and he should win this. And the original Grognard, check out that wonderful military strategy channel and the Facebook group page. Also, make sure to subscribe to Team Batman Boxing. Well over to 22,000 subscribers. He was one of my first subscribers, Team Batman Boxing. And I'd like to thank him once again for sharing this on his community page. That's very nice of him. And now, Michael Buffer, I think, is going to announce the first combatant, Oleksandr Usyk of the Ukraine, former Cruiserweight champion, undefeated fighter. Big puncher at Cruiserweight, overwhelmed pretty much all of his opponents at Cruiserweight, but not very impressive in his first 2 bouts at Heavyweight, though they were wins. Stoppage win over Chaz Witherspoon when Witherspoon, I believe, quit on his stool. And then he lost, I thought he lost a decision to Chisora, Derek Chisora of England, but they gave it to Usyk. So here we go. They're showing more highlights on the screen of Usyk knocking out people. Of course, that's when he was a cruiserweight. Now, Usyk did put on, what I read, 20 pounds of muscle weight for this bout. But Anthony Joshua is still the bigger, stronger man. Joshua will have the height. Joshua will have the reach. Joshua should have the punch. And here comes Usyk. Here comes Usyk from his locker room. He'll be visible to the fans shortly as Usyk puts some sort of spaceman thing over his face. God, I hope he gets knocked out. So Usyk coming in. Usyk coming in. Fans have not seen him live yet. They see him on the screen. We will see him in moments as he will be visible to the fans right now. He is visible to the fans. He is coming out. He is wearing some sort of spaceman mask. I mean, like, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. He looks idiotic. And thus even makes me want Anthony Joshua to knock him out even quicker. So here comes Usyk, who actually, on his robe, it's like lit up in back. That's kind of funny. And Usyk coming in very calmly. No big entourage. And he's wearing, I don't know if it's a COVID thing, but he's wearing what looks to be like a fishbowl in front of his face. Tinted fishbowl. Or like if you saw something from the 60s or 70s space movie. So he's coming into the ring. We're going to have some fighting soon. That's a long walk for Usyk. Security bringing him into the ring. Again, on the back of his robe, it's lit up. That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of funny. So Usyk, now, wow, you know what? So he takes this long walk around. Okay, now come the pyrotechnics. All right, I see what they did. Now he's going to walk down the ramp. Pyrotechnics. Now he lifts up, or he takes off that space mask thing. So maybe that was to protect him. Maybe that was a COVID thing. I don't know. So now he doesn't have it on. So that probably was a COVID thing on his part that he felt more comfortable wearing. And now from the ramp and the pyrotechnics walking towards the ring, that is a long walk. Instead of taking the direct route to the ring, it's the walk around, and he will enter first. He's on the ring apron, and he goes through the ropes. He looks quite confident. Shaved head, a little bit of stubble on that head. A Fu Manchu. He kisses the Ukrainian flag, gets a high five from his manager, raises his arms, says he's ready to go. Kneels down in the red corner in prayer. It looks like he's wearing white gloves with the Ukrainian colors, and I think similar colors for his trunks. I did not get a good look at his trunks. And now we await Anthony Joshua, and you can only think that this stadium, Tottenham Stadium, London, England, is going to explode for one of England's favorite sons, if not their favorite son, Anthony Joshua. So we are moments away from Joshua beginning his ring entrance, his ring walk, as now they are showing highlights of Anthony Joshua on the big screen here at Tottenham Stadium. And now what we really want to see as boxing fans is Anthony Joshua make his way to the ring. They're showing big knockouts by Anthony Joshua. We have yet to see Anthony Joshua from the back in the dressing room or locker room, however you want to describe it. Still highlights on the big screen here at Tottenham Stadium for AJ, showing when he knocked out Klitschko for the title. Joshua's only loss to Andy Ruiz. He was knocked out, came back to win a lopsided 12-round decision. Now we see Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn behind him. Anthony Joshua, nice white robe, hood up, looks sharp, looks like a pugilist. And he's singing along, or talking along to, I assume, music. Lights flashing back and forth here at Tottenham Stadium. That house is packed. A lot of cell phone camera lights. Anthony Joshua will be in the vision of the fans in moments, and he is, and the fans are loving it as Anthony Joshua soaking up the moment from Tottenham Stadium. These are a lot of human beings to watch this boxing match. I have goose pimples. I am loving this. Hats off to Eddie Hearn. Hats off to the British boxing fans. This is awesome. This is a packed soccer stadium. Tottenham, where the Spurs play. And Anthony Joshua, waving to all of his fans, takes his hood off his head. White robe, black lettering, very old school, very solid, nice. Not flashy, but solid. And that tells you a lot. You don't need flash. Flash comes in the way you fight. He's wearing brown or tan gloves, white trunks, long. Oh, I love it. His robe, long and white, black trim. And Joshua slapping hands with all the fans. People, his entourage behind him holding all the title belts. Joshua really soaking up the moment here at Tottenham Stadium. He looks ready. He looks limber. And now they go to Usyk in the ring, and Usyk looks determined. Now Joshua goes into a slight trot, as I believe he'll also go to that podium and down the ramp. And now Joshua, a little shadow boxing towards the fans. And the fans are loving it as lights galore go all around. Red, white, and blue around Tottenham Stadium. The signs of the Union Jack. The colors of the Union Jack, excuse me. And now some pyrotechnics as Anthony Joshua approaches that platform. He's on the platform. He bows to the crowd. He waves his arms high. And they have AJ in flame, A on one side, J on the other flame, and now the giant sparklers. Eddie Hearn's clapping him on, so let's go, AJ. And he is shadow. Oh, now there's the pyrotechnics. Again, I could do without this, but it's a big match for Anthony Joshua and for these fans. And again, he's waving to his fans. The fans revving him up. He's revving the fans up. And we are just moments away. Those are giant sparklers. Boy, would you have those? Man, like to have those on the 4th of July. Well, we won't talk about the 4th of July. That's not a holiday that's celebrated in the UK, right? A little jocularity, folks. And Anthony Joshua, he looks ready. He looks ready, still shadow boxing. Now, I think it's going to be a tough night for Usyk. Now, will Usyk make me eat my words and knock out Anthony Joshua? Maybe he will, but I don't think so. I think Anthony Joshua overwhelms Usyk. And he looks ready. I have never seen Anthony Joshua with this much emotion. This crowd, this packed house at Tottenham Stadium has really energized Anthony Joshua, and he is into this. Now he takes that slight jog off the ramp, pumping his fist towards the crowds, patting his heart, showing the crowd his fist. Big smile on his face. He is ready for this moment. Unbelievable atmosphere at Tottenham Stadium. This is awesome. This is awesome, folks. Joshua making his ring walk now. And he gave a kiss and a hug to an elderly woman. And she's all smiles. That made her day. Joshua, very, very much with that robe. Very old school. It's a beautiful robe. White with just black. His name on the back. Underneath the ropes. Into the ring. Dancing up back and forth. Bouncing back and forth. Joshua seems supremely confident, and he should be. He should be. I hope AJ wins this fight. Seems like a fine young man. I enjoy his box. Again, his big chink in his armor, his chin. Now Anthony Joshua in the blue corner kneels down, says a prayer. And now he stands up. He is ready. Both combatants are in the ring. The national anthems have already been played. The Ukrainian national anthem for Usyk. God Save the Queen for Anthony Joshua. Obviously, I wasn't listening to any of that, but I assumed they were the national anthems, as people were singing along at Tottenham Stadium. So now Michael Buffer, the ring announcer, will make the announcement. Then the referee will take him to the center of the ring. Final instructions. And then this heavyweight championship fight, which we've been waiting for well over an hour after the co-main event, will be on its way. So it's Joshua Usyk, 12 rounds heavyweights. This is it, folks. This is it. Jump in the chat. Who do you think is going to win? I have Joshua winning within 8 by stoppage. Usyk is a southpaw. He's put on 20 pounds since his last fight with Derek Chisora. Will that make a difference? I don't think so. You can lift weights, you can eat, you can put the weight on. Will you be a little stronger? Yeah. Are you going to be tremendously stronger? No. Anthony Joshua is a big, strong heavyweight who can punch. Sometimes he doesn't look natural in that ring. But tonight, coming into the ring, he's very loose, looked good. Now, does that translate into the fight? I think it will. I think Usyk's going to try to lay traps, box, move side to side, use his southpaw stance, try to land punches, obviously, from the southpaw stance, try to land a lead, probably a lead left, to be honest with you. Try to feint Joshua into a trap. Philip Reynolds likes Joshua stoppage within 6 or under. I have it stoppage 8 or under. Michael Buffer going through the announcements. No national anthems. They already did that, which I like that they did it early. Again, the co-main event, Lawrence Okolie of England knocked out Dilan Prasovic, Montenegro, 3rd round body shot left hook to retain his WBO Cruiserweight title. Usyk, 18-0, 13 knockouts from the Ukraine. All those knockouts, well, he had that one stoppage with Witherspoon where he quit on the stool or was stopped on his stool. But the majority of those knockouts, obviously, at Cruiserweight. Usyk was a tremendous Cruiserweight. Overwhelmed the opposition, the division just below heavyweight. But this would be a huge upset. This would be a huge upset in my eyes, and I believe in the boxing world, if Usyk beats Anthony Joshua. He seems supremely confident. He's always a confident fighter. And again, I've told you this before, and I'll tell you it again. I didn't think he beat Derek Chisora in his last fight. I thought Chisora won the 10-round fight, 8 rounds to 2. Now they're going to introduce Anthony Joshua. Beautiful robe. White robe, black trim, long robe, goes down to the ankles. It's just a thing of beauty, very old school. And he is just standing at attention, staring down, I believe, Usyk. Joshua, 24 wins, 1 loss, 22 knockouts. His 1 loss to Andy Ruiz, where he was knocked out, lost the title, came back in the rematch to win a lopsided decision against Andy Ruiz. And we are moments away from the referee taking both combatants to the center of the ring. As you can see, Joshua's entourage holding the belts on each side of him. And Joshua has been introduced. Joshua still with his robe on. He bows to the crowd, raises his arm high in the air. Probably 95, 98% of the people here at Tottenham Stadium
are rooting for Joshua. Joshua shakes hands with Michael Buffer. And we are moments away from the referee saying those magic words. Fighters to ring center. Here are your final instructions. And let's look at the trunks, as they're usually well above the belly button. Joshua's really old school. His trunks are actually below his belly button, the way it's supposed to be. Usyk tattoos, back, arm. Let's see Usyk's trunks. And we are moments away from combat. Again, Usyk, if I'm Joshua, you jump on Usyk right away. Smart aggression. Smart aggression. Joshua, black trim near the waist, white trunks, black stripe, tan gloves. And my God, he is built. Usyk, blue trunks on the top, white and yellow, the trim. And again, his trunks are above the belly button. So on the belt line for Usyk would be good, in my opinion. Here we go, round number 1. As we wait for the bell, white trunks for Usyk with a yellow sort of trim. Joshua, white trunks with a black trim. And here is round number 1. And Joshua, Usyk, ring center. Usyk coming out, throwing some punches, not landing. He's in that southpaw stance. Hands held high. Joshua pawing with the jab. Pawing. Oh, a good straight left by Usyk. Joshua walks through it. That was a nice little punch by Usyk. Usyk, a lot of movement. Joshua tries to land a right to the body. Usyk jabbing with Joshua. Both men feinting with the jab, trying to land their power hand. Usyk would be the left hand. Joshua would be the right hand. Again, pawing with the punches, parrying away punches. Joshua earmuffs the gloves tight to his face. Again, Usyk just keeps throwing that jab out there. He wants to land the straight left hand. He wants to land that... Oh, Joshua with a good right hand. Usyk absorbed it well, but he blinked a little bit. Again, Usyk actually putting pressure on Joshua. Joshua just parrying with him. Joshua thinks he's going to land that big right hand, and I hope so. But I give Usyk credit. He's trying to put pressure on Joshua. Smart pressure in and out. Then he moves side to side. Action taking place ring center. Again, southpaw Usyk, orthodox Joshua. Joshua puts the jab out there. Usyk puts his jab out there. It's definitely a feeling out round. A lot of pawing with the punches. Both men have landed a left and a right early on. The left hand being the power hand for Usyk. The right, and a good right hand by Joshua. Usyk felt that, and Usyk moves away side to side, but now moves back to ring center. Joshua continues to circle with Usyk, countering, trying to counter. So Joshua did not jump on Usyk like I felt he should. 1:28 left in round number 1. They continue to box, ring center. Pawing with the jab. Usyk tries to go with a straight left to the body, doesn't land. Joshua comes back with a jab to the body. You can just see the size difference. Joshua, a bigger man. Oh, a good straight left by Usyk. Joshua didn't even phase him. So his chin holds up to that one. But I give Usyk a credit, and Usyk tries to repeat that same combination, but he misses. Joshua needs to be a little more active here. Usyk is doing much better than I thought. But he's doing what, side to side and try to pot shot him with the left hand. Right hook. A lead right hook. Catch Joshua. So Usyk might steal this round here. As we're under 50 seconds, right now I have Usyk winning this round, slightly. Joshua comes back with a right then a left, but they were grazing blows. Joshua starting to open up possibly a bit, but Usyk again tries to dart in and out and land. Joshua has not landed well at all in this round. Usyk's landed a couple of good combinations. Joshua pawing with that left jab. Action, ring center. Now they're just standing right in front. Oh, Joshua tried to go right hand to the body. Usyk was able to sort of move away from that. Grazing right hand to the body. Usyk now again using his jab hand, the right hand, trying to set up his left. A lot of bounce. Oh, that left hand got through by Usyk. But Joshua comes back with a right hand and Usyk immediately goes on his horse. I think Usyk is going to take this first round in my opinion. I think Joshua, he let Usyk be brave in that round. He let Usyk be brave. So I'm giving Usyk round 1. Usyk had the better. Usyk landed some good straight lefts. Joshua was not fazed by those lefts, but they were good scoring punches. Usyk, a lot of side-to-side movement. Did stand in front of Joshua on a couple occasions. And I think you could see they're showing Joshua's corner. His cornerman's going, with motioning with his hands, go side to side. He's got to let his hands go. That was a feeling out round for Joshua, but I think he lost it. P. Jet has joined us here, along with Smelly Wrestling Geek. Hope all is well. And they're going to show that straight left. Bang! But Joshua absorbed it well. He got hit with 3 of those straight lefts combinations in this round. And that's why I gave it to Usyk. But he wasn't fazed by it. And that's the good sign. But Usyk, in my opinion, took round 1. And here goes round 2, action ring center. Usyk, rinse and repeat. He's going to come forward a little bit, dart in and out, then some side to side. Usyk using his boxing technique. Joshua really pawing with the jab, using it as a rangefinder, trying to land that big right hand from the outside. Usyk on the outside. Usyk flicking his right jab. Remember, he's a southpaw. Again, action ring center, and they move side to side. Joshua puts a jab on him, landed slightly. Usyk's able to parry away that jab. Usyk landed one of those 3 shots, a slight shot to the body of Joshua. Joshua really needs to let his hands go. He's giving Usyk way too much confidence here. Joshua lands a jab. Joshua tries to go with the right to the body. Usyk was able to parry it away. Usyk's punches were parried away by Joshua's arms there on those 2 combinations. Again, action ring center, 2:07 to go in round. Oh, a left hook! Nice job by Joshua. That surprised Usyk. But Usyk was not fazed by it, but it definitely surprised him. Now Usyk tries to go over Joshua's jab, and it's a grazing punch. Usyk throws a 3-punch combination, but doesn't land. Usyk putting more pressure than I thought he would on Joshua. Usyk lands a little right hook. Again, the right hand is his lead right hand. Joshua lands a decent combination there. Usyk might have been able to parry a couple of them away from a good jab to the body. Usyk keeps his hands up tight, so I don't know if that combination really got through well, but it did score in my opinion. Again, Joshua pawing with the jab, trying to throw that right hand. I think he needs to be a little more aggressive, definitely. He is boxing too much with Usyk. And I think this is what Usyk wants, where Usyk can lay traps. Usyk lands another shot, 2 shots to the body. They were combinations, and the shots to the body did get through. Usyk with 1:16 to go in this round. It's a close round. A slight edge to Usyk. He's busier, and he's fighting like an amateur fight now. He's outpointing him. Joshua needs to let his hands go. He is waiting for that perfect right hand. Oh, it was there. He should have thrown it. He basically parried the jab right in his face, like just held it there, and he had the right hand, but he didn't throw it. A lot of head movement for Usyk. Usyk flicks his jab out there. First one kind of hit Joshua. The other 2 didn't. Joshua just side to... right hand to the body by Joshua. Left hook to the ear by Joshua. And then Joshua puts that arm out there. Then Usyk comes back with a straight left. Usyk fighting well. 30 seconds to go in round 2. A close round. Again, Usyk just landing more, throwing more. In my eyes, he's taking this round, I hate to say. Joshua has to let his hands go. A lot of posing by Joshua, not a lot of punching. There's Joshua. He threw a right hook. He threw a right hook to the arm of Usyk. Usyk tries to come back with a combination with little effect. Again, Usyk, a lot of movement, a lot of bouncing around. Now Usyk comes forward throwing his punches, but he doesn't land. Joshua just keeps his hands up, parries them away. We're coming to a conclusion of round number 2, and there's the bell. Joshua needs to warm up now. He has, again, that is a close round, but if you're judging it fairly, Usyk landed the punches, more punches, that were cleaner in my eyes, and he threw more. And it's not about throwing more, but he's more active. Joshua, a lot of posing. So I give Usyk round 2. I have Usyk up. And my scoring point, you win the round, you get a point. You lose the round, you don't get a point. If you knock someone down, you get 2 points. So I have it 2-0 Usyk. Or if you're scoring at home, 10-9, 10-9. Be prepared for round 3. I think Joshua still trying to figure out Usyk a bit. And this was the danger. This is the danger. This is what I didn't want to see from Anthony Joshua. See, again, he is waiting. Usyk lets his hands go. Usyk will box like this all night. I wanted Joshua to jump on Usyk and take his heart away right away. Round 3. Action ring center. Usyk actually moved to Joshua. Joshua side to side. He's just he's just pivoting with Usyk. Usyk showing a lot of courage here as he landed a good straight left to the body of Joshua. And you can see the size differential here. Joshua puts a couple of jabs on Usyk. Usyk moving side to side. Joshua trying to get him close to those ropes, it seems, but Usyk, right hand missed by Joshua. Oh, a body shot got in by Usyk. He threw a 3-punch combination. The only punch to get through was the body shot. Action ring center once again. Usyk he wants to dart in, land, and get out. And when he's not doing anything, he constantly paws with that jab. And he's making Joshua wait. Joshua's got to throw. Joshua throws to the body. Oh, a good combination by Usyk. That was a 3-punch combo. 2 of them got through. Joshua woke up on that. He seems a little pissed now. Usyk is very brave. And this is what you could not let happen. I said it from the beginning. Don't let Usyk be brave. Usyk fighting a very clever... Oh! Joshua threw the go-home right there, and he just missed. Usyk holds his hands tight. Joshua's got to put that jab out there with more authority. Stop pawing with it. Because when he paws with it, Usyk again gets in, he pity-pats, but he lands. He lands. Like that wasn't a hard shot, but he landed. To the body, then up to the head. Those are scoring blows. He is winning this round with 1:30 to go in round 3. I've given him the first 2 rounds. Joshua, again, he's just pivoting with Usyk in the center of the ring. Then Usyk dances. He throws some punches. He lands or he doesn't. Then he moves, and he moves in a bit, darts back. Joshua's waiting way too long. Joshua's got to throw that right hand. It's Usyk looking to land and lay the traps. Good shots by Usyk on the inside again. 1 to the body, 1 to the head. Usyk's winning this round with a minute to go. Joshua pawing with everything. He's got to... See, he looks so loose coming into the ring, and it has not translated to the ring. This movement should not... He's going to have to make a decision. There's a good right hand by Joshua. Not enough to win the round yet. Joshua's got to throw that jab with more authority. Usyk is just feeling very brave. When Usyk puts his hands up and covers his face, Joshua should rip a right hand to the body. But he doesn't. He just pawned with that jab. Throw it! Throw the right to the body. It's there. Usyk is so a good shot by Usyk. A nice left, straight left, clipped Joshua on the jaw. Now a right to the body by Usyk. Now a lead right hook. Oh! That shot hurt Joshua! That shot hurt Joshua! It was a 1-2, and now the chink in Joshua's armor, that chin, that hurt him. And Usyk's going to take this round big, and Usyk has tremendous confidence now. Joshua trying to come back, but this could be the downfall of Usyk. He might stand and bang. And there's the bell, and Usyk nods at him like, I got you, and he sure did. But again, I don't understand. In his corner, they should have told Joshua to jump on him right away. Now Joshua's going to be thinking, I just got tagged. I felt that one. That's the first time Usyk landed and where Joshua reacted. Bam! And Joshua felt it. Beautiful straight left. Again, he's a southpaw, and he is showing a lot of courage, Usyk. So I've given Usyk the first 3 rounds. I have him up 3-0. I do it a 1-point system. And if it's a knockdown, it's a 2-point system. If you're scoring orthodox, it would be 10-9 the first 3 rounds for Usyk. We prepare for round 4. Joshua does not look sharp at all. He looked very loose coming into the ring, and I thought this was going to translate well. And now Joshua has some concern on his face. He has some concern on his face. He's motioning to someone saying, I got it, I'm okay. But there's concern on his face. And there's a delay. Now we're going to start round 4. And Usyk wants to go right at Joshua. He's very confident. And Joshua stumbles backwards on that jab, but I think Usyk stepped on his foot, and the referee says it was a slip. He didn't go down, but he stumbled backwards. But Joshua does not look steady. This is a moment in time for Usyk. Can Usyk once again land that good straight left hand, from the southpaw stance? Usyk pawing with the right jab. He is laying the trap, and Joshua's going to fall for it. Unfortunately, I'm saying Joshua's going to fall for it. I want Joshua to win this fight. Usyk's able to land those right jabs now with more authority. Joshua is not letting his hands go. He has to let his hands go. I think a right to the body would work. You jab. There it is. He just missed with that right. And Usyk tries to come back. Joshua ducked under those punches. One might have grazed to the body, though. Usyk again pawing with his punches with the jab hand. And Joshua, he's got to let that right hand go to the body. Jab to the head and bam to the body. Usyk very cognizant of that right hand. Oh, right hook, lead right hook missed. Usyk tries to jump in. He landed one of those 4 blows. It was the jab. Usyk now tries to throw a jab to the body. Actually, it was a left hand that he landed, the straight left, when he leaped in with those 4 punches. 1:44 to go in round 4. Joshua getting hit with those little jabs, and it's affecting him now. It's affecting him now, I'm sad to say. Joshua needs to throw a 1-2 with authority. Throw the right hand. Actually, there it is. He just missed. That's what he has to do. Usyk very aware of that right hand. Usyk trying to stay bob a little bit, bob and leave. Usyk gets in tight. He throws the punches. Joshua Muscle him, walk him back, but he doesn't. He should walk him back and muscle him. Referee breaks him. 1:12 to go in round 4. I have Usyk winning the first 3 rounds. Usyk, again, out of that southpaw stance, is making Joshua just wait. Usyk throws. He didn't really land there. It was a 3-punch combination. Usyk wings again. He didn't land. Joshua's just waiting way too long. Usyk is dictating the pace. Joshua's jabs are not landing. The right hand has not landed with any authority. He has thrown it with authority. It just has not landed. He's starting to throw it a little harder. Usyk lands a good straight left to the body, but those follow-up hooks did not land by Usyk. Again, Usyk throwing out of his southpaw stance did not land. But see, again, he pity-pats with that jab, and it gets through. He is scoring points. 30 seconds left in round 4. It is Usyk who's making Joshua move out of position. They have to tell Joshua in his corner, throw the right hand to the body, jab to the head and wing it to the body, then jab, feint the right hand and throw the left hook, body up to the head. Joshua is moving backwards, which is not good. It is Usyk, the smaller man, pressing the fight. Usyk definitely won round 4. I have given Usyk, the Ukrainian pugilist, the first 4 rounds. Again, I do a 1-point system. You win the round, you get 1 point. As a knockdown, it's 2 points, 2 knockdowns, so on and so forth. If you're scoring at home, it'd be first 4 rounds, 10-9, Usyk. Here in the chat, and I greatly appreciate MV Mouse in the house, hope all is well, Smelly Wrestling Geek, P-Jet, Philip Reynolds, Team Batman Boxing, Tony Martin, and the original Grognard. I have given the first 4 rounds to Usyk. I picked Joshua by knockout in 8. It is Usyk who lets his hands go. It is Usyk's side-to-side movement and southpaw stance that is really causing Joshua to wait way too long. Usyk has actually landed the punch that staggered Joshua in round 3. Here we prepare for round 5. Usyk right to that center of the ring. Joshua bouncing. You got to let your hands go, Anthony. He's waiting too long. He is waiting too long. Joshua's waiting too long. Again, Usyk gets in. He's getting brave now, Usyk. He goes in, he throws his punches, put his head right under Joshua's chin. Now he moves away. Joshua, just pause with that jab. He's got to do something. Put something in combination. Usyk boxing beautifully. Yeah, I got hats off. I didn't think he could do this. I thought Joshua would at some point early hit him with something and get his pound of flesh. The only pounds of flesh are coming from Joshua from the fists of Oleksandr Usyk of Ukraine. Joshua just again trying to... There's the right hand of the body, but Usyk is able to move away. But that's a good thought process by Anthony Joshua. It keeps Usyk thinking. Usyk is not being as brave now with 2:17 to go, but as I say that, Usyk moves forward behind a combination that doesn't land. Action ring center. Joshua puts the jab hand out there, but he... Throw the right hand. Throw the right hand. Throw the right hand. He is not throwing anything. He just puts that left hand out there and doesn't throw the right. There it is! There it is! Anthony threw hard. He hit Usyk in the shoulder and that moved him. Just hit him, Anthony. And Usyk, he felt that power. See, now he's staying on the outside now. Usyk, this takes a lot of energy the way Usyk's fighting. Oh, a good body shot by Usyk. Left hand. But now Usyk moves forward. 1:40 to go. Usyk moving forward. And when he moves forward, if the punch ain't there, he does a really clever thing. He moves quickly to the side and out of Joshua's punching ability. Usyk tried to leap in with a lead hook jab thing because he's a southpaw and he almost caught Anthony. And he complains about a little rough tactics. He kind of looked at Anthony. Anthony should have hit him. 1:19 to go in round 5. Joshua still has not landed anything. Now he starts a count. There he goes! Body shots! Good job, Anthony. That's what you got to do. Get your body shots and push him away. Don't let him counter you. Usyk, this is a tight round, but slightly to Usyk at this moment. 1 minute to go in round number 5. I've given Usyk the first 4 rounds. Usyk trying to use his southpaw jab, and there might be a little swelling near that Joshua eye where the southpaw jab is landing. Oh! Good combination by Usyk. That could solidify the victory for this round for him. A nice shot. Joshua's starting to let his hands go, and he's throwing to the shoulders and the body. He's got to do that. Just hit Usyk anywhere. Usyk is able to hit him with that southpaw jab, and there is some swelling. The jab landed, but the straight left did not. Oh, another good jab by Usyk. Joshua is not looking well here. He's blinking a little bit. Joshua moves forward awkwardly and misses. 20 seconds to go in round 5. It's another Usyk round unless Joshua lands something big here. Joshua winged a right hook and missed. He looks very sloppy now. I don't know what the hell his corner's telling him. As Joshua throws, Usyk throws, they don't land. But Usyk is quite brave. Joshua landed a punch there. Usyk didn't phase him at all. And there's the bell. Usyk has a little abrasion under his eye. I can't tell which one, but he's blinking. He's blinking. He is blinking. He is blinking. Again, I give that round to Usyk. He has an abrasion under the eye. It looks like the left, under the left eye. It's a cut. Or going to bust open into a cut. You can see the redness. I have given Usyk the first 5 rounds. I can't see it any differently. How are you seeing at home? Smelly Wrestling Geek, thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. I greatly appreciate it, my friend. I have Usyk up 5-0, 1 point must system, knockdowns are 2-0, so on and so forth. If you're scoring at home, it'd be 5, 10-9 rounds for Usyk. Joshua, for as limber and loose and loosey-goosey as he looked coming into the ring, it has not translated once the fight started. And there was a good shot there. They're showing a highlight. Joshua did get one. Joshua looks very concerned. I think he needs to now muscle up Usyk and bang the body, bang the shoulders, bang the body, hit him on the belt line. Usyk is very confident. And this is the thing I said before the fight. You didn't want Usyk to gain confidence. And Usyk has the confidence. Usyk boxing very well. I picked Joshua stoppage within 8. Well, Usyk is proving me wrong. He's going to make me eat crow if it goes like this. Joshua not landing. Joshua threw a lead right hand hook, didn't land. Usyk, again, 3-punch combination. They didn't land clean, but that last shot to the body or the middle shot did land. It's a scoring blow. Usyk, side-to-side movement, darts in and out. He's just out of Joshua's range. But when he gets in, he throws his punch. Oh, good little short jab, snaps Joshua's head. Again, it's a southpaw stance for Usyk. Joshua not throwing punches. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of bullshit numbers they're going to come up with because he's not throwing punches. I don't care what they're saying. He's not throwing punches. A lot of posing. 155 to go in round 12. Not a lot of action right now. But the little action that it is Usyk landing. Joshua missed with the right hand. Puts a jab out there. There's no sting in that jab. And Joshua just circling Usyk. Now it's Usyk who holds ring center. Now Usyk starts to circle as Joshua presses slightly forward. 138 to go in round 6. And again, they've done a good job in that little abrasion under the Usyk eye. And I'm trying to see that would be the right eye because he just jabbed from that side and he's southpaw. Joshua has not landed anything of any significance in this round or in the prior rounds. Oh, a decent right hand there by Joshua. Scored, but there's no oomph on it. And there's Usyk right in there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Didn't land clean, but it impresses the judges. Joshua is not landing. Usyk circles. Throw to the body, Anthony. Throw to the body. Foot fate one way and come back with the right hand the other way. But now Usyk is on his horse. A minute to go. Joshua might be able to cut the ring off here. Now Usyk stands his ground. Action towards ring center. When I say Joshua doesn't land, Joshua doesn't land. Usyk threw a 2-punch combination. Now he's bobbing and weaving. The shot to the body landed. Joshua lands a pity-pat left hook. Now he's jabbing. That eye could be bothering Usyk just a bit. That's opening up underneath just a bit more. 37 seconds to go in round 6. Usyk, in my eyes, have taken the... Oh, there's a good shot by Joshua. Good right hand. Now he needs to press it. Press it, Anthony. But Usyk looks clear. I still would have pressed it. He waits too long. He is losing this fight, in my opinion. Joshua is not landing enough, not throwing enough. Hats off to Usyk, the man from Ukraine. And Usyk lands a little combination there, catches Joshua. Oh, there's a good right hand. Good lead right. Usyk felt that. He's on his horse. Come on, Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Come on. And Usyk is in trouble. And there's the bell. Finally, Anthony Joshua caught him with a right hand. But it was not enough to win the round in my eyes. That one punch, and again, when I say he landed good, I don't mean he hurt him. I mean Usyk felt the blow, and he decided I'm going to move around and not stand my ground at all. I still give round 6 to Usyk, I hate to say. 6 rounds to none. I'm sure someone's giving rounds to Joshua, and that's fine. I just don't see it. I wish I could. I'm rooting for Anthony Joshua. I want to see the mega fight between Fury and Joshua in the UK. There's the right hand. That was a good one. That was the best one. The one where Usyk, we're watching the replay here, Usyk got on his horse after that. Now if I'm Joshua, jump on him this round. Jump on him. Usyk felt the power. Usyk prays, looks to the heavens as we begin round 7. I have him up 6-0. I have Anthony Joshua losing this fight. Usyk up 6-0. Usyk goes to the body and lands with a straight left. And Joshua bangs the body. Joshua looks more determined. Joshua needs to press this fight. He's got to press it now. He's down. They have to know in his corner he's down. But Usyk standing his ground, little side-to-side movement. Usyk tries to work the body with his combinations, then moves away. Joshua goes back to pawing, looking to load up with the right hand. This was the danger. If you listened to me earlier, where Joshua would try... Oh! Usyk landed a good combination, snapping Joshua's head. Joshua backs up. Usyk moves forward. Joshua seems to have regrouped, but Usyk presses. He lands to the body. Not a strong shot, but he landed. Man, Joshua paused with a lot of his punches, thus leaving him open for a counter. Joshua with a right hook just grazed Usyk. Usyk still getting the better of him in this round. Joshua throws a 1-2 and misses. His punches look like they're in slow motion compared to Usyk. Usyk paused with the southpaw jab, looking to land the straight left, constantly flicking it out there. And there's the overhand left, and it lands on Joshua. And now a little combination lands on Joshua. That was on the inside by Usyk. Tremendous stamina for Usyk. Another 1-2 lands by Usyk. That was to the head. Now Joshua tries... Oh, good body shot. He's got Usyk to the ropes. Joshua's got to do it now, but Usyk moves away from the ropes. Good body shot by Anthony Joshua. Yes, I am rooting, unfortunately. I apologize. Come on, Anthony. So Joshua puts the jab out there, but Usyk recovers quite nicely. Hats off. Oh! A right hook caught Joshua's attention. Usyk leaps in with it, and he caught him. Again, Joshua is losing this round. 1:16 to go in round 7. Joshua did land a thudding body shot that moved Usyk back to the ropes about 25 seconds ago, but nothing since. Lead jab. Usyk, again, he's just landing his punches. Jab, 2, bing, and then the left. Joshua pressing a bit. He's got to let his hands go. Seriously, in his corner, they need to tell him, good straight right by Joshua, but he doesn't follow up. Usyk slowing up just a bit with his movement, but he's still throwing punches. Usyk constantly thinking, oh, Joshua is hurt! That was oh, no, wait. He hit him with a shot, but he must have stepped on his foot because Usyk did not press the attack, and they touched gloves, so he must have stepped on his foot when he hit him. But Usyk is pressing the fight. Usyk is winning round 7 with 27 seconds left in the round. Joshua threw and missed. Usyk just moved away. Joshua tries to corner Usyk. Usyk lands a right-left out of the southpaw stance, back on his horse. 15 seconds ago, Joshua missed with a right hand. Usyk lands a right hook, a lead right hook. Usyk lands the right jab. Joshua misses with the right hand. It's been all Usyk. And there's the bell. And Joshua does a hook in Usyk's face. I don't know why, but you didn't win that round, Anthony. Now, what I can say is Joshua did land a thudding body shot that Usyk felt. He needs to do more of that. Usyk, in my opinion, is running the table right now. He has taken the first 7 rounds, in my opinion. I don't know how else to score it. Maybe the first round, Joshua or even, because it was a feeling out round. But Usyk landed 3 scoring combinations in round 1 for my notes, and I know I'm right. I have Joshua way behind in this fight. I don't know if he stepped on his foot, but then they touched gloves. I still couldn't see if he stepped on his foot. His corner's got to tell. He looks dead tired. He's got a little bit of swelling under the eye, Joshua. He looks tired. Usyk looks the fresher. Usyk does have an abrasion under his right eye, the jab side, and he's a southpaw, so it's a right eye. Round 8. Joshua's got to do something and do something big. Anthony's got to do something big. Usyk comes out bouncing, jabbing out of the southpaw stance. Just constantly putting the jab out there. He doesn't... Oh! Good jab by Joshua. Caught Usyk. Usyk goes side to side with his neck on his head. Now, Anthony, press. Press and throw to the body, Anthony. Press and throw to the body. Right hand blocked by Usyk. Jab missed by Usyk. Joshua waiting way too long for that perfect punch. He's going to lose a decision unless he lands something big here. But he can't land if you don't throw. Usyk has he's boxing with Usyk. and Usyk's doing a beautiful job outboxing him. Our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming says that was the one way Usyk could win. He's a good boxer. I mean, just again, Usyk lands a nice body shot that actually slightly lifted. It looked like it lifted Joshua's leg. It was a straight left. As I have to constantly remember, Usyk is a southpaw. Usyk near the ropes. Joshua's got a bang. Right hand grazed. Really blocked by the gloves of Usyk. Usyk moving. Joshua's not throwing. Round 8, 1:52 to go, and Joshua needs to throw punches. In my eyes, he is miserably behind. Joshua's still not landing. Unbelievable. Round 8, Philip. Round 8. Pay attention, son. I have Usyk up 7-0. Usyk on his bicycle. Joshua pity pats with jabs. They landed, but with no effect. This is... Oh! Lead right hand was a good punch, but Usyk came right back. He didn't land, but he came right back. Joshua, nothing on those. There's a shot. Right hand to the body. Usyk felt that. Right hook to the head. Usyk felt that. Left hook, very slow, missed. Now back to the left jab for Joshua. Joshua is puffed up on that left side, above the eye slightly, and below the eye on the right side. Oh, good straight right to the chest of Usyk by Joshua. Joshua needs to keep throwing. And Usyk comes back, throws, but doesn't miss. One of those 4 or 5 punches got through. That 3-punch combination, 2 of those punches got through for Usyk. Usyk is just smoother. He's letting his hands go. Joshua waiting way too long here in round 8. 48 seconds to go. So here we go. Round 8, Philip. 39 seconds. As Philip constantly asks what round it is, I say it. Good combination by Usyk. Usyk, another good combination on the inside. It's been all Usyk. 26 seconds ago. Joshua looks horrible. He is going to lose his title in front of a packed house unless he lands something big, because he is losing round 8. Good body shot. Oh, that was not low, ref. His trunks are freaking up to his nipples, for God's sakes. Another good body shot by Joshua. He should have been doing this before. Joshua came back a bit with body shots. I'm going to give that an even round. Even round. I don't know if I'm trying to give Joshua a round, but I give that an even round. I like the body shots there. Joshua, a little slight abrasion under the eye on his right side. You're right, Philip. Round 8. That was my round. I can't win anymore. I said stoppage with an 8. Philip is right. That was my round. Now I'm hoping for the stoppage. I have Usyk way ahead. Round 9 coming up, Philip. Round 9. A little jocularity there, Philip, as I was being jocular when I kept telling you round 8. That's comedy. So, Usyk, abrasion under his right eye, because that's his jab side and he's a southpaw. Joshua, again, looks out of sorts. He's got to throw to the body and come up to the head. He has to bull rush him, unfortunately, right now. Round 9, and I have Usyk way ahead. 7-1. 7 rounds, Usyk 1 even. And I could have gave that round to Usyk. Usyk, again, he's just throwing punches. Joshua's not. Usyk, again, they're not the greatest punches, but they land here and there. And he's pressing the fight. Joshua just looks awkward. Joshua tried to grab Usyk behind the head and hit him with an uppercut, and the referee admonishes him with that. And Usyk just continues to bounce. Great stamina by Usyk. I mean, I don't understand how Chisora could muscle him. I know Usyk said he was sick, but Joshua has not tried to muscle him yet. And again, a lot of Joshua missing, Usyk just pawing with that jab. A lot of movement by Usyk with his head, bouncing side to side, in and out. He's making Joshua slowly walk to him, and that's when he catches him, because he jumps in with his combinations. It's like he's playing, he starts, and he plays last tag. There it is. He throws 4 or 5 punches. Did everything land? No. Was it beautiful? No. But he landed 2 out of those 4 to 5 punches, Usyk. Joshua's not throwing. I want Anthony Joshua to win, but please, if you're a Joshua fan, tell me where he's winning. He's not. Tell me where he's throwing punches. He's not. Now, he could, again, Usyk lands with that lead jab. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 punches get through from the jab hand. They're not hard, but they're scoring. You know what? They're hard enough to start puffing up that that side of the eye of Anthony Joshua. Joshua's not throwing. He is going to lose his title in front of a packed soccer stadium in his home country, in my opinion. 1:12 to go in round 9. Usyk boxing beautifully. Side to side, in and out, throwing the jab, throws a combination, moves away. Rinse and repeat. Joshua paused with the jab, and he is hit with body shots, and Joshua just looks slow and tired, and Usyk complains about a low blow. You should have hit him, Joshua. You should have hit him. Now Usyk near the ropes, but comes off. Joshua's got to stand and bang. This was my big fear. I had Joshua winning in 8, but he's not landing. My big fear was he becomes disinterested because the guy's out. I don't mean that. He throws, he misses. Usyk's landing his quick combinations. Joshua waited way too long to start to go to the body. Usyk's winning this round. Usyk making Joshua look foolish at times. Body shot by Joshua lands. Backing Usyk to the ropes. And he ties up. You gotta work your hand free. 13 seconds left in round 9. A little more oomph with Joshua, but he needs to get more. He didn't win this round. He landed some good body. Oh! That big punch by Usyk just missed. That might have sent Joshua to the canvas, but it just missed. As Joshua stumbled a little bit, but it wasn't from the punch. They sort of wrestled a bit. I give round 9 to Usyk. Joshua landed some good body shots, but not enough. I'm being truthful. I want Anthony Joshua to win. If you're watching this fight, there is tremendous concern in his eyes. I don't know what his corner's telling him, but they should say you need to knock him out. You have 3 rounds to knock him out, so jump on him now. Don't wait till the 12th. Again, early on, I said before the fight, Joshua needed to jump on Usyk right away, take his heart away, try to take his heart away and show him he's the bigger, stronger man. It's been Usyk who has taken Anthony Joshua's heart away at the moment. Now he's got to find his heart. He's got to go for broke. He's got to go for broke. Here's round 10. 10, 11, and 12 coming up. And right away, Usyk meets Joshua with a combination. Joshua's already trying to tie him up. Usyk spins him. Joshua complains a little bit. Joshua is tired. Joshua needs a bang. He needs a bull forward and bang. He is not doing that. He is going to lose his title at home to a packed capacity soccer stadium. To me, this is a huge upset. Usyk complains of Joshua grabbing him behind the head. Joshua's still not landing. Usyk overhand left lands for Usyk. Usyk peppering him away with the jab. Joshua's out of sorts. It's Usyk dictating the pace. It's Usyk dictating the action as he just throws his combinations, not always landing, but dictating. Now that little up jab lands on Joshua, and there might be some blood from the nose of Anthony Joshua. Joshua misses with a wild right hand to the body. Joshua not landing a 1-2. There is blood from the nose of Joshua. I do believe that's blood. It's tough to tell. Usyk boxing beautifully. Decent right hand lands by Joshua. He doesn't follow up, though. No follow-up with that. 1:53 to go in round 12. This round could be up for grabs. So far, a slight edge for Usyk. Usyk dictates the pace. Usyk throws when he wants to throw. Joshua landed a little punch there. Joshua puffed up under and over both eyes. Not tremendous, but you can see where Usyk lands. Joshua presses Usyk back towards the ropes. Usyk gets quickly away from the ropes. 1:30 to go in round 10. Joshua needs a knockout to win in my eyes. Joshua's other eye is looking bad. That's more swelling near his left eye right eye because it's a lead right hand of Usyk. Usyk has a cut. Usyk has a cut. And now Joshua needs to take advantage of that. That abrasion now is busted open on Usyk, and Joshua sees it. Both men have some wear and tear on their face. 1:02 to go, and it's Usyk who muscles Joshua back. Blood from the nose of Joshua, swelling around the eyes of Joshua. Usyk comes in with a pity pat combination that lands, but he is bleeding. An uppercut lands by Usyk. There's a lot of blood by Usyk in that corner of that eye. Joshua's got to open up here. 43 seconds left in round 10. There's an opportunity for Joshua, but can he dig deep? Can he dig deep? Can Anthony dig deep? And it's Usyk who throws, and Usyk lands. And Usyk wings a right hand and misses. But he landed. He's throwing, and he lands 2 out of everything he throws. Now Joshua presses forward. Usyk near the ropes. Usyk comes off the ropes. Joshua didn't throw. 19 seconds left to go in round 10. Usyk is cut. Right eye. 11 seconds to go. Joshua swelling up badly. And now Usyk just constantly throwing the overhand left to hit that swelling on near that left eye. But Usyk is putting himself in danger by doing that. And there's the bell. That was probably the best action round. And it's been a solid fight, an enjoyable fight. And now they put the end swell. They should have been doing that earlier on, to be honest with you, which they never did. You could see the swelling getting slightly worse and worse, and these jackasses, and I've been watching, in his corner, this is the first time they're using end swell. Usyk is cut, that would be his right eye. He was underneath, and it looks like he might have a gash, a small gash above it, like going down. That's what it looks like, but I couldn't tell if that's just the blood from underneath. I give Usyk round 10. I have Usyk way ahead. If Usyk stands and does not get knocked down or knocked out, he wins this fight. And remember, I picked Joshua by knockout via 8. So Joshua needs the knockout. Does he have Joe Louis in him? Because Usyk is playing the role of Billy Khan in the first fight, and now he's pressing. He is pressing Joshua. He's going for the kill. Joshua does not look steady. Joshua is hurt! And Usyk backs up a bit, looks at the ref for some odd reason, and now Joshua's just going to walk into a ton of shots. I can see it. He's good. He's on the verge of walking into a big shot. He's having trouble seeing out of that left eye that he gets pot-shotted by the right hand of Usyk. His left hand. Again, he's a southpaw. 2:23 going round 11. Joshua trying to fight back. He has, what to me, nothing left. And Usyk, they've done a good job with the abrasion, a.k.a. cut near his eye. Good jab, a good lead right by Joshua. Joshua's got to open up. I just don't think he can do it. Anymore. Joshua pawing. You got to just go for broke. And it was the opening combinations by Usyk that really put a hurt on Joshua. Now Joshua presses with lead rights. Now a jab. Usyk's able to parry away. He missed with a right hook there, Joshua. Usyk sensing he's ahead, moving a lot more. He was moving a lot before, but now as I say that, and that is a cut. That is a up and down cut near that eye on Usyk. But Joshua, he has about 5 minutes to knock this guy out, or he's going to lose the title in front of a packed house in Tottenham on his home country. 1:26 to go. And Usyk, just off that good combination early, he's ahead in this round. Joshua, and it doesn't matter now if Joshua wins these 2 rounds. In my eye, he's got to knock him out. And this is a very poor performance by Anthony Joshua. And the poor performance comes by a tremendous performance by Usyk. And Usyk ain't afraid. He's standing and banging. And Joshua doesn't land. He doesn't land. Usyk lands 1 out of 4, but he still lands 1 out of 4. There he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. He backs up Joshua. Just kept throwing. He backs up Joshua. My God, Tyson Fury, if Joshua fought like this, would kill him. 40 seconds to go. All Usyk now. Joshua, he's got a... Oh, right hand. Almost got there, but Usyk comes right back. Joshua misses with the right hand. Usyk bangs the body, then up to the head. That was the prior combination. 33 seconds to go. Joshua misses right hand. Left hook lands to the back of Usyk's ribcage. 20 seconds to go in round 11. Joshua paused the jab. There's a blood. Joshua's going to have 3 minutes to knock out Usyk. It's going to be as simple as that. 15 seconds to go. Usyk comes back after a couple of pity-patty jabs, gets Joshua on his horse. Joshua needs to land something of significance, and at the bell, it's Usyk who lands hard. And here the bell should be coming up at any moment. And there's the bell. Usyk takes round 11. If Joshua wins this fight by decision, it's a horrible decision. And it's not right. And I'm going for Anthony Joshua. All these fans, there's no way... Well, those are Ukrainian fans, so they're pumped because they think their man's winning, and so do I. I have given 10 out of 11 rounds to Usyk. I gave round round 8 even. Anthony Joshua has 3 minutes to knock out Usyk. Anthony Joshua, let me say that again, has 3 minutes to knock out Usyk. If Anthony Joshua wins this decision, it is a horrific decision. Remember, I picked Anthony Joshua by stoppage by 8. He has looked absolutely out of sync. That everything I said coming into the ring where he was loosey-goosey and he looked very ready did not come to fruition in the ring. Here it is, final 3 minutes. In my eyes, if Usyk stays on his feet, he wins. And Usyk presses the fight. Usyk going right at Joshua and lands. He throws his combination and he lands. Now he lands a lead right hook. Joshua just paused with the jab. Joshua's got to let that home run right go. And he hasn't landed it yet. But can he land it? Can he land it? I don't know. Clock going tick, tick, tick on Anthony Joshua's title, in my opinion. As he just paused with the jab. Ah, there's the right hand! But Usyk did not move. Another right hand by Joshua. Come on. Oh, now Usyk comes right back and Joshua backs up. Usyk has absorbed the blows well. Anthony tries to land a right. Not much on that. 2:13 to go in this bout. Joshua's, you might as well throw, son. Just let it go for broke. Right hand got through by Joshua, but Usyk moves away. Usyk bouncing. Joshua's just got to give it everything. 156 left in this bout. 150 left of Anthony Joshua's title. My good combination by Usyk. And Usyk backs up Joshua with another combination. Continues to pound away at Joshua. Joshua's swelling getting worse. Joshua pivots and parries ring center. 141 to go in the bout. Joshua needs to land the home run punch. Does he have it in him? Does he have that Joe Louis bada bing? Nope, because he's pressed back to the ropes by Usyk. Usyk lands an overhand left, catching Joshua's attention. It has been all Usyk in this fight, all Usyk in this round. But Usyk does have blood near that left eye. A good 1-2, right eye, by Usyk. Again, he's the southpaw. About a minute left. Right hand landed by AJ. He's got another right hand lands by AJ. AJ blinking a bit. Every time he's hit on that eye, a good up jab by Usyk. Another good short shot by Usyk. AJ backing up. Usyk actually pressing the attack. Usyk is pressing the attack. Now AJ presses a bit as Usyk trying to lay a trap. Under a minute to go. 45 seconds. Anthony Joshua is going to lose his title here in a packed soccer stadium in a very lackluster effort. He just couldn't get his punches off. And it's a lot to do with Usyk. And Usyk has made me eat my words as he is just pummeling Anthony Joshua. Not like a Joe Frazier pummeling, but he is landing. And it's Joshua who's way behind, just backing up and eating leather over and over again. 18 seconds to go. And now Joshua is hurt! Joshua is hurt! Joshua's hurt bad on the ropes! If this was a 15, oh my Lord! Joshua, he is all done on those ropes, but he will survive, and there it is. You did not win, Anthony. You did not win, and you just got the crap pummeled down out of you. Now look at the two fighters at the end. Joshua can barely breathe. He's hanging over in his corner. Usyk goes down to his knees, thanking God. Usyk won this fight. Usyk won this fight. As Smelly Wrestling Geek says, Joshua made a great punching bag today. He sure did. If Anthony Joshua wins this fight by decision, it is the biggest bullshit decision in many big bullshit decisions in boxing. I have Usyk winning 10 out of 11 rounds with only round 8 being even. Joshua looks beat up and exhausted in his corner. Tell me who won the fight. And I picked Anthony Joshua. I don't want to hear anything about Anthony Joshua winning this fight. Even if he somehow, by the 3 blind mice, win this fight. There is no way in hell he won this fight. He is beat up. He is battered. Look at him in his corner. I know you can't because it's a radio call, but when you get a chance, look at him in his corner. Anyone who says Anthony Joshua won this fight, you are dead wrong and full of crap. And I picked Anthony Joshua. So wasn't going for Usyk because I'm not a Usyk fan. But Usyk, hats off to him. They fought a beautiful fight, side-to-side movement, darting in and out, boxed beautifully, kicked the living shit out of Anthony Joshua. Had there been another 45 seconds in that round, he would have dropped him. Joshua was draped on the ropes. He is exhausted. Joshua was awful. And he was awful due to the fact that Oleksandr Usyk of the Ukraine fought a beautiful fight. Joshua, again, he should have pressed the fight from the beginning, jumped on him. Not crazy, but put pressure on him. All he did was pivot. He fell into Usyk's trap. He boxed with Usyk. He needed to be aggressive. He started to think too much. That's the problem with Anthony Joshua. Nothing comes naturally to him. He has to think constantly. I don't know what the hell his corner was telling him. The only real good shots he landed were to the body. He should have been doing that from round one. It was all Usyk. Usyk will take all of Anthony Joshua's belts tonight. So we will await the decision. And again, I will give you the decision. But I'm going to check on the puck. So I'll be back in a moment. Hello! Oh, I hope you didn't take it. You gotta go outside? Come on. Outside. Come on. Go outside. Go. We will be back in a moment. Alright. And we will feed the dog in a moment. So, Miss Eva is outside. I believe Usyk has won this fight. Steeler Fan 1933, how you doing? Our good friend Matt, thank you for joining us. I will wait for the decision here. We wait for the decision. There is no way Anthony Joshua won this fight. There is no way. I don't want to put it too loud. Unanimous decision. Usyk, unanimous decision. I don't know what it was, but it was a unanimous decision. And Usyk, in my eyes, in a huge upset, defeats Anthony Joshua. Unbelievable. For as bad as he looked against Chisora, and he said he was sick against Chisora, and Chisora was able to muscle him all over the place. Now, Usyk did put on over 20 pounds, but a poor effort by Joshua. A poor effort. But that poor effort is due to, you have to give credit where credit is due, the man from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk. And there's one of the Klitschko brothers. I can't recognize which one, but he's congratulating Usyk, who has now won a cruiserweight titles and heavyweight titles. So now Usyk, with a tremendous effort, puts himself in line for a mega fight against either Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury, whoever wins that fight. And Usyk took some shots, and here is the problem with the stupidity of Anthony Joshua's corner. And again, I don't know what they told him, how they trained. To not bang the body constantly was just stupid, because the best shots he landed were to the body. He should have been doing that from the beginning. Go back if you want. You don't have to. These are things I said. He should have jumped on him from the beginning with 3-punch combinations. Even if you miss with the left right to the head, dig the left hook to the body. Well, how the hell do they train these guys? Or maybe they did that and he didn't try. I don't know. Hats off to Oleksandr Usyk. Unanimous decision. He has taken all of Anthony Joshua's belts. All of them. And he earned it and he deserved it. And I was rooting for Anthony Joshua. I like Anthony Joshua, but a poor performance. For as good and loosey-goosey as he looked coming into the ring, absorbing everything, playing to the fans, I said he looks loose, he looks ready. It did not translate once the fight started. Usyk used his boxing skills, side-to-side movement, and had there been 45 seconds, a minute left in round 12, Usyk would have knocked out Anthony Joshua. He was draped on the ropes, getting the crap kicked out of him. Someone has to teach Anthony Joshua how to fight like a big man. As Smelly Wrestling Geek says, kill the body and the head will follow. It's just because Usyk was going to move around a lot. I don't know if anyone watched or and I appreciate anyone who came by and listened to my call and jumped in the chat. It was a lot of fun. I mean, Usyk, you know he's going to move. The most effective punches Joshua threw were to the body. His jab was pawing. Usyk parried it away. And again, you can look at Usyk's face. He got hit with some shots. But it would have been the body punches to slow him down, and then you nail him to the head. Usyk still looks like he could go another 3 rounds. The old days, 15 rounds. Hats off. I didn't think he could win this fight. But what I did say, Anthony Joshua's chin did come into play. He felt Usyk's power, right? And then he kind of like waited. But he waited from the beginning. How do you train a fighter? Did they not see the Chisora fight? And I know he's a little bigger, Usyk. You should have jumped on Usyk right away, pound him to the body, wrestle him to the ropes, put your forearm under his jaw, every dirty tactic within reason that you should have used, okay? He did none of that. In fact, towards the end, when they were tied up wrestling, it was Usyk who moved him back. Unbelievable. But hats off to Oleksandr Usyk. He's now 19-0, wins a unanimous decision with 13 stoppages. Obviously not here because it's a unanimous decision. Now, I'd like to see how close it was. That I don't know, but it doesn't matter. They got it right. I had it. Usyk winning 11 rounds. 11 rounds. I gave round 8 even. And it could have easily went to Usyk. And he's banged up. But Joshua bled from the nose towards the end. Not a lot, but and he was swollen. He got, where again, Usyk is a southpaw, so it is his left hand. The overhand left, the straight left kept hitting Joshua on the right eye, and he was puffed up bad. And those jackasses in his corner, right? I said there's an abrasion. They're in his corner. You can see it. You're going to wait till it really puffs up? And I know you get hit, it puffs up. They never use the end swell until it's too late, you dumbasses. His corner, again, I couldn't hear his corner. It'd be interesting if someone was listening to his corner. Were they telling him to bang the body? Were they telling him anything? Could you hear his corner? Because that was the shittiest strategy I've ever seen in my life. He just kept pawing with the jab, hoping for the big right hand. And that wasn't going to work. That's why you had to get your pound of flesh early. Bang the body, force him back to the ropes. Throw him down, do something, get him off his game. It was the other way around. Usyk getting Joshua off whatever game plan he had. He looked horrible. If they gave Anthony Joshua more than 2 rounds, those judges are full of shit. But I'm happy Usyk won. Again, I picked Joshua, but I'm happy the right person won because I'm always happy that the right person wins in boxing. So with that, we're going to go feed the beasties. We're going to feed Eva the dog, Eileen the cat, and Peanut the cat. I'd like to thank Smelly Wrestling Geek. Thank you very much for always your great support and the super chat. Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt, thank you. Philip Reynolds, we had some fun with him in the chat. Yeah, Joshua was fatigued, Philip. Thank you very much, Philip. MV Mouse in the House, our good friend from across the pond, thank you very much. P-Jet, thank you. Team Batman Boxing, one of my first subscribers, was here. Check out that wonderful channel. He was very kind. 22,000 subs, and he puts it on his community page, my stream. I greatly appreciate that, the link. And please check out his channel. Tony Martin, thank you. And the original Grognard, thank you very much. Health and happiness. Stay safe. Be smart. Hats off to Oleksandr Usyk from the Ukraine. Unanimous decision. He earned it. He deserved it. Joshua, maybe they fight. He probably has a rematch clause. He's got to do better than this. I feel bad for all those fans in that soccer stadium to see their favorite son lose. Until next time, stay safe, be smart, God bless, I love you all. You know what's coming. Usyk's the new, well, still Tyson Fury's the true heavyweight champ, but Usyk takes all of Joshua's belts in a great effort. God